winning a college football game, and it requires strain and it requires juice. And when you give those things, you give yourself the best chance. And when we perform that way in practice and then again on game day, that's a good recipe for success for the Owls.
Saw Enoch go to take most of the kicking duties. Do you see that being what's going to take place the rest of the season for now?
Well, for right now, he deserved the chance. As I said after the game, he deserved the chance and he maximized it. He put all of his kicks through the pipes, and he and Tim rotated on some kickoffs and both did a nice job.
What have you seen on tape, even though it's 2 games from Willie Fritz, even though you had that experience against him at Tulane, but respect to this U of H team?
Yeah, I think you see Willie's fingerprints starting to develop, and that's the emphasis on special teams. They had a early special teams miscue in the Oklahoma game, but you watch the film and it may not have been a miscue. He may have never touched it, and so again, that's one of the things. But the hard manner in which they're attacking special teams and how sound they are in everything they do, really in all 3 phases, to me, that's Willie Fritz's fingerprint.
Donovan Smith, such a threat at quarterback. What do you have to do to try to contain him, and how does he affect the offense?
Yeah, I think obviously we got to get to him. We got to put hits on that decision maker, no matter who it is, and even if he does look like Dante Culpepper, this is a big human being, and we understand that. The other thing is he's got wheels, and so we can't let him get started in the run game and become a part of that. So when he's dropping back to pass the ball, we got to get every hit we can on him, and we got to make sure our secondary is doing a great job playing top-down defense to allow those hits to occur.
Coach Wood's defense, you got backside, you have Halsey, you've got Allen there, good run stopper. What's the defense look like for them?
Man, it looks like Tulane moved west.
Yeah.
It really did. Just 4 hours west, I guess it is, 5 hours west, whatever. Because it's a really good defense, and you see why he hasn't changed much from a schematic standpoint. And he's plugged in a few guys that know what he's doing, and then they brought in some good people from the portal. So they're making everything hard. You see them holding Oklahoma to 14 points last week, including the gift with the drive that started on the 7-yard line. So impressed with how they kind of rebounded from game 1 to game 2 and how much they got done.
Finally, what are some things you think the game will come down to, some keys here in a bucket game?
When you play Willie, they're not going to make many mistakes. So you got to make sure you're playing good football, clean football, and protecting the football and also not doing anything to hurt the Owls. Those are big things for us today. The other thing is, anytime there's a trophy on the line, anytime you're playing a rival, there's, I don't know if the word's hate or whatever it is, but there's emotions involved. But the one that's more powerful than any tangible evidence or any hate is love. And these guys have to remember all the work they put in together, and they got to put it on display every play they get the opportunity tonight.
I love it, Coach. Get that bucket.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Let's keep it. Yes, sir. Rice Fight. Dunleavy Family Head Football Coach of our Rice House, Mike Bloomgren. Stay tuned. More coming up. It's Rice Football from Learfield.
Rice fans need a place to stay while watching your Owls play ball? Located just steps from campus is the Hilton Houston Medical Center. Visit us today at houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount. Again, that's houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount now.
Big trip on the horizon? Before you depart, you gotta park. The Parking Spot is a simpler, easier way to navigate airport parking, and you can save when you book online. You're guaranteed a spot, and we even pick you up at your trunk in our yellow and black spotted shuttles and take you straight to the terminal. Parking and saving come full circle at the Parking Spot. The Parking Spot, proud sponsor of Rice University. Visit theparkingspot.com to reserve your spot today.
You ready for the big game? Fuel up for game day at Salad and Go. Whether you're tailgating, playing in the game, or cheering from home, make sure you've got your game day greens. From fresh salads to hearty wraps and refreshing drinks, Salad and Go has what you need to fill up and feel great. Score big with game day greens from Salad and Go. It's just what you need to win the day. Find a drive-thru near you at saladandgo.com or order online at saladandgo.com.
Okay, I'm not usually one to exaggerate, but you need to drop everything and get to Kohl's because they have so many ways to save right now. I just shopped their customer appreciation event, and not only did I get great deals on a bunch of fall styles, I also got 30% off because I'm a Kohl's card holder. Or if you're a rewards member, you get 20% off. Even non-members can save with 15% off. Plus, you can earn Kohl's cash too. So what are you waiting for? Hurry to Kohl's and thank me later. Offers end September 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Rice Owls and the Houston Cougars Houston Methodist injury report. Owls still without Ty Bowman and Rawson McNeil in the wide receiver core, but they're supposed to get back Fabian Marks on the cornerback game for the Owls. That is a deep wide cornerback spot for the Rice Owls. Starting lineup, opening kick coming up next here, the Bayou Bucket. It's Rice football from Learfield.
North Star Pressure Washing is a full-service pressure washing company able to provide any type of exterior cleaning to your property. Whether you're a small business looking to improve your appearance for your customers, or you're a property owner looking to add curb appeal to your home. In addition to improving your property's appearance, our services will also protect your property from the damage mildew, algae, and other airborne contaminants can cause, thus extending the life of your home or property. Remember North Star Pressure Washing for all your pressure washing needs. Big or small, our company does it all.
Football fans are passionate, just like John Deere fans. And if you're a John Deere person, the name you know is Shoppers. In football, it's about calling the right plays. The right call for John Deere equipment is Shoppers. Shoppers has a right-sized John Deere tractor with attachments for any job. You can build your tractor online with Shoppers' exclusive Build It, Price It, Own It tool. See all our John Deere specials by Googling Shoppers at SHOPPAS. It's time for you to make the right call. Shoppers, your John Deere tractor experts and proud sponsor of Rice Owl Athletics.
Owl fans know where to stay when they come to Houston. Courtyard by Marriott, Rice University is the preferred choice, whether cheering on Coach Bloomgren and the team or kicking off their Rice experience during O Week. Just minutes from Rice Village and only 3 miles to campus, we provide the right mix of convenience and accessibility. When you're hungry, stop by the bistro for either breakfast or evening options. Cheer for the Owls by raising a glass in the lounge and unwind with your favorite beverage. Call 713-661-5669 to make a reservation. And be sure to ask for the Rice University rate. We look forward to welcoming you.
At True Anomaly Brewing, our greatest achievement lives in knowing that everything we've learned is yours to enjoy. While it may not be rocket science, we brew with the same detail and dedication learned while running mission operations for NASA. Taking risks is part of our DNA. We don't take them just to say we did, we take them because of the result. Bold brews we're proud to share with fellow adventure seekers. True Anomaly Brewing, beer for the explorers.
On the Rice Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to live play-by-play coverage of Owls football.
Ball right side, Cobb out of the backfield. Touchdown, Rice Owls. Catches it in stride. The 20, the 10, the 5. Lunges middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Rice Owls. Whose house? The Owls' house.
Football is brought to you by the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 716, lighting up Rice University and Houston for over 100 years. And by The Parking Spot. The Parking Spot. We have airport parking covered. Now, alongside Nate Griffin, here's the voice of the Owls, J.B. Heath.
It could not be a finer night, a bit on the Mogi side, but the Rice Owls and the Houston Cougars playing for the Bayou Bucket again. Rice looking to retain the Bayou Bucket in back-to-back years for the third time in the series. In 1994 and 2001, they won in back-to-back years, both on the Cougars campus. This is the 46th meeting all time and the 43rd playing for, as Coach Bloomgren told me earlier in the week, that big, beautiful, ugly bucket. He brought it out to the coaches show at Mi Casina, and we had some fun with that. With Nate Griffin, I'm JP Heath. Bob Schlanger, our stat man extraordinaire. Good to have the big-timer Jordan Smith back, Jason Metfel on the sideline, Walter Donaldson engineering, and the one and the only Talik Pratt keeping us on air back at 540 North Trade. Nate, there's revealing, we're very transparent, but one of the things we talked about already a couple times off mic, something different in the air. Any rivalry game is what makes college football great, just an extra little pep in the step. It's about handling the emotion for the guys on the field tonight.
You really do, and I think, when you look at this Rice football team, Mike Bloomgren has said it a number of times. This is the best team he's had. They put 69 points on the board last week. You got to do it this week. You got to get close. Now, you're probably not going to beat U of H by putting 69 points on the board because they're going to be a good football team too. They only gave up 12 points, or check that, 16 points to OU. So they're going to be good defensively. But I tell you what, this game tonight, probably one of the most physical games we have seen in a long time between these two teams.
Yeah, and I will go out on a limb, a very thin branch to hold me. But if Rice scores 69 points tonight, I think they win.
No doubt
I think
about
they
it.
win this.
No doubt about it.
The third member of our on-air crew is the one and the only Jason Metco. A little sweaty. I thought this false fall, I should have known, but how's it feeling down there now? Good man.
Dew point of 70, so it feels very sticky and very Bayou-like, JP. 90 degrees, but I remember 2 years ago when we were here, it was an earlier kickoff. It does feel much more comfortable here on the sidelines tonight. Fun fact for you, that'll take 3 seconds. Rice sent out a student notice earlier in the week. 250 tickets were available. Within 4 hours, they got requests for nearly 750 tickets. I think the kids on South Main want to see this Bayou Bucket stay on this sideline and come back home tonight, JP and Nate.
Yes, sir. Right now, Rice captains coming out from the tunnel to the far away. Let's see, this is an east-west facility, so this would be, I guess that would be left-hand west, the north west side of that tunnel. It's a long walk. They're doing some more renovations here. Looks really nice around here, but we had to walk a country mile to get back down to the field when we were recording Coach Bloomgren pregame. But Rice wearing kind of a stormtrooper look with the silver helmets, Old English R on the side, the white jerseys and the white pants. Owls have the blue numerals, and they have some blue stripes that are horizontal there to the ground. They are parallel to the ground. They're on their sleeves, but neither team has exited, but the captains have come on to the field for the blue and gray. Rice and U of H playing for a 46 time. The series began at Rice Stadium in 1971 and 72. Cougars have dominated the series 33-12. Last year, Rice snapped a 7-game losing streak in the series, and they did that by kind of coming from ahead, a 28-0 win that they eventually held on with JoJo Jean knocking that one away. I think a big key in this one, it's kind of Captain Obvious, but they've got to get another early lead. Trying to play catch-up is really, really tough in this one.
No question about it. You don't want the University of Houston to get out ahead of you. And Donovan Smith, he's a big, strong guy. You heard Mike Bloomgren talking about him, hard to bring him down, but you're going to have to put a lot of licks on him. The one thing I like about this game, JB, the defense of Rice, much bigger. Looks like a Big 12 team, if you will, an AAC team. These guys are fast. They get after the quarterback, and that's what we're going to need to see today.
Yeah, I expect this one to be a low-scoring game.
Yep.
And I think and that favors Rice to be a low-scoring game. You can't get in a shootout with these guys. Rice entering the field to some boos here at TDECU. From our vantage point, it's about, I'd say, 60% full, but there is a nice, healthy Rice contingent that's spilled to the upper deck across the way behind the Rice sideline. U of H beneath us. We're right on top of it. It is fantastic. I never had the pleasure of calling a game at Robertson Stadium, but I understand this facility a bit of an upgrade. It's just marvelous around here.
It really is. I call the XFL Roughnecks here. You know, the games that we had back in 2020 before COVID, it was absolutely beautiful to be here. Tonight's a great night, and the weather is just right to play football. I love what I'm seeing down there. They got Cougar Red. You got to like it down there, but the white on the Rice, that's happening right now. I'm telling you, buddy.
Going to be a fun one. Rice has the captains, Chika Anabogu, Josh Piercy, in addition to Isaiah Floyd and Garen Hargan, the Shreveport product. And the Cougars beneath us have their good corner, Carter, who's come back, McMahon, in addition to White and Wiley. The interlocking red U of H at midfield, and the captains are meeting right now. The referee is Kevin Voigtman, umpire Mark Warner, Kurt Mattson is the headlinesman, line judge Quentin Gibbons, Mario Seneca the sign judge, field judge Edward Vincent, Joel Wenzel the back judge, center judge Marvell July. I do not know if we have the capabilities from the facilities folks to mic the coin toss, but we will see.
Everyone.
We do.
There you go.
Rice, you're the visitors. You'll call the toss, okay? That's heads and tails. Heads and tails.
That's Hargan making the call now.
The call is heads.
It lands on the red U of H
and it is
logo.
Heads. You've won the toss. Okay. Won the toss. We'll defer their option to the second half. We'll receive. Which way do you want to kick?
So the Owls won the toss for a second time in 3 games, and they deferred. And it'll be Cougars football to
begin
start
the game.
things.
Listen, we'll receive. Good luck, man.
Yeah, the Cougars will receive to start this one. That gives us a chance to go over those Cougar starters on the line. Veteran transfer from Western Kentucky, David Nduke, the left tackle. He's from Atlanta, Georgia. Jake Wiley, one of those captains, a right tackle from Aurora, Colorado, and UCLA. Center is Demetrius Hunter, a West Orange Stark product, a Mustang. He is the center, snapping it back to Donovan Smith. Tank Jenkins, veteran transfer from A&M. He's from Montgomery, Alabama, the right guard. And the left guard is Peyton Dunn from Brandon, Mississippi. And University of Louisiana Monroe Warhawk transfer. Wide receiver game, always strong, Joseph Manjack. I can't wait till he graduates, but he's got another year next year. 6'3", 205 from Tomball Memorial. Leads them in yards per catch. He has 7 receiving touchdowns his last 8 games. Jonah Wilson from Decaney will get some time. So will Stephon Johnson. But their leading receiver, not listed as a starter, Mekhi Muse, will get some reps. Running back Rashawn Sanford, mentioned Donovan Smith, native of Las Vegas and Lubbock, where he played his high school ball at Wolford Friendship. Jaden York is the tight end. Rice defense coming up in just a moment.
Quick mention, Alan Aldridge, who played his college football here at the University of Houston, passed away earlier this week. Got a mention here, and it was a moment of silence. And I got a chance to cover that young man when he played for the Cougars. Tremendous young man, was a head football coach there at Fort Bend Bush, and really, really sad to see. Super Bowl champ, played for the Broncos, accomplished a lot in his life. So young, in his early 50s.
Life is short. You never know, do you?
It really is, man. You got to pray every day. Yes, you do.
We're still waiting for our ESPN Plus folks to give us the approval. We're allowed to kick it off in about 17 seconds, but I don't think we will have it by then. But right now, Rice is huddling up with the special teams guys across the way, and the Cougars take the left turn when they should have taken the right turn on the sidelines.
Here we go. Here we go.
And Manjack is back deep along with Brian Massey. It's not even close to capacity, but you can definitely feel a buzz in the stadium right now as Rice looks to get back-to-back wins in the Bayou Bucket. You can stream us on the Varsity Network app, the Rice Owls Game Day app, riceowls.com. And we're also in the booth here on our Facebook, YouTube, and X streams as well. Every click counts. Cougars in their home red, white pants, and a red helmet, white interlocking U of H. We're ready to go. Enoch Godo is taking over those kicking duties. He is marching it off, and he's going to the Big 12 logo to the far way. Looks 5 guys to his left, 5 to his right, and the Bayou Bucket is underway again. It's a bad kick off the left side of his leg, but it just goes in between the number and the hash mark through the back of the end zone. That could have turned from bad to worse, but it works out in the Owls' favor for a touchback. For the Cougars to bring it out, we mentioned Donovan Smith, the quarterback, very efficient, 67% passer, and already 395 yards his first 2 games. The Owls defense he's looking at, Charlie Lewis one end, Josh Piercy the rush end on the other side. His 4th straight Bayou Bucket start. Isaiah Floyd and Blake Banish inside. Morrison and Arkansas, the linebackers. Williams, the Viper. Gabriel Taylor, Tyson Flowers, the safeties. Max Ahoya and Sean Fresh are the corners. Those starting lineups brought to us by Houston Methodist. Starting back is Sanford to the right of Smith. Big fella, claps the hands, gets the snap, play action, stands tall, looks right, runs by Banish. He slows him down, and then he's brought down there in the backfield. Ty Morris actually got that started, that dime linebacker, ahead of Morrison for no gain. Back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. Cougar scrimmage from the 25.
That's good coverage by Fresh because Donovan Smith wanted to go to his right side on that slant pattern, and Fresh was right there to defend the receiver.
Manjack out to the right along with Stephon Johnson. Owls have one safety back deep. Back to pass. Smith looks right, throws to Manjack wide, incomplete at the 30. Gabriel Taylor shadowing him there. Incomplete, 3rd down and 10. Cougars move it right to left. At their own 25-yard line. They've really struggled, Nate. Just 19 total points their first 2 games, and they still don't have 100 total yards rushing. Now, mind you, it was against what's looking like a great UNLV team and Oklahoma, 3-0 in the SEC.
But it's interesting. They had time of possession 35-11 to OU's 24-49.
Smith, shotgun, twins right, single left. Back to pass, rolls out of a sack, stopped by Morrison, takes it back inside, and he's dropped back at the 16-yard line. A loss of 9 on the play. Owls bringing the house at Donovan Smith and getting the sack. It was Josh Piercy Now 1.5 sacks on the season. It comes up all Owls in that first possession. Cougars punting now.
That's because you had good downfield coverage. Donovan Smith had nowhere to go. The guys up front taking care of business, and you talk about the mannequin getting it done. That's what you want to see, man. We call him the mannequin steel because he looks like one.
That's Josh Piercy
Yes,
going
sir.
back to a couple years ago when he modeled the Owls NASA uniforms. Here's the kick by the left-footed Aussie, Liam Dortry. The kick comes down to Fresh, waiting at the 42, dodges a defender up near midfield, and some flags come in. This will be against the Owls. I think Quentin Jackson might have had a hand on the jersey. We'll see how the laundry situates itself. Did want to make a note, Josh Piercy, after that 40-yard punt, only a 7-yard return. Get to the Owl starters in a second. Here is the call from Mr.
During the return,
Gorman.
illegal block in the back, number 23 in the return team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
So they got Fabian Marks there on the special teams on that block. Josh Piercy passes our guy Matt Sign in the Owls sack list going up in that top 10. Owls offense out there. Shout out, Matt. We know you listen a lot. E.J. Warner, the starting quarterback, back-to-back seasons leading AAC in passing. When he was a freshman here 2 years ago playing for Temple, he threw for almost 400 yards. So he has familiarity playing here. Owls starting receivers to the left. You got 2 wide receivers, 1 right receiver is signed. Mahara, the tight end out there. Snap hand to Connors. Running around the left end. A nice kick out block. 35. Dean running to 39. And he gets bumped out of bounds by McCutcheon, the corner. Owls line. Onyeonwa, Lindbergh, Stickle, Long, and Banks left to right. Connors, the starting back. Starting wide receivers were Sykes in that case alongside Braylon Walker. Owls tight end starting was Maharo. After a 5-yard first down rush, Rice left to right, no score, not even 2 minutes in. Owls taking some time here, 16 on the play clock. Walker comes out of the huddle left side with a backup tight end, Graham Walker, half-brother of a guy who plays little quarterback for the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. Receiver to the right is Sykes, back to pass Warner, flip out left side, safety valve Connors, runs up to the 40, gets belly bumped out of bounds by McCutcheon again. Played some college ball at USC and OU. Spot back to the line of scrimmage, so it goes 3rd down and 5. Rice, its own 40.
Like what I'm seeing, though, from this Rice Owls offense, right now what they're doing is blocking really, really good up front. Got to be able to do that against this tough U of H defensive front line.
Cougars, speaking of, bring in the nickel. Keith Cooper has got his ears pinned back on that one defensive end spot. 3rd down and 5. Rice left to right. Rice 35% on 3rd downs this season. Back to pass. Warner flows it out right. Caught by Gruen, but good open field tackle made by Webb. The Katy product drops him down for a gain of 2 after the 42. And Rice looks like they will have to punt on a 4th down and long 3.
Not a bad series of plays, though, when you look at what they did and being able to not the thing that they have to avoid the penalty flag. That's the most important thing.
Here's Alex Bichetta from Atlanta, Georgia, Penn State transfer. 8 punts on the season, a 43-yard average. He's kicking it away to Brian Massey. Check that. That'll be Makai Muse. 5 punts returned on the season at a negative, about 2-yard average. 11:39, 11:38, 11:37, first quarter. It's scoreless. A high punt way to the right of Muse. Bounces at the 30. A fortuitous Cougars bounce. Takes a turn into the Rice sideline. And U of H will have it north of the 30. Yes, they mark it all the way to the 33-yard line. Still no score. Rice and Houston. Cougars ball after that 25-yard shank punt by the Owls. 11:31 of this scoreless first quarter. This is Rice football from Learfield.
Shoppers has the right John Deere equipment for you. If you're looking for a tractor, gator, or lawnmower, let the experts at Shoppers give you the right answers to your John Deere questions. Shoppers makes buying a piece of John Deere equipment easy with our online Build It, Price It, Own It tool. You can add attachments specific to your needs or check out our ready-to-go John Deere tractor packages. See all that Shoppers has to offer by Googling Shoppers at SHOPPAS. Shoppers, your John Deere tractor experts and proud sponsors of Rice Owl Athletics.
Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer for those who don't follow trends but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery with only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories. This is a premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. So don't just raise a glass, raise a flight by Yingling, official beer partner of Rice Athletics and now available everywhere in Texas. The Yingling Company, Fort Worth, Texas. Please enjoy responsibly.
I mean, it meant everything, right? All the hard work we put in the offseason to be able to put it on display in a double overtime game was amazing. And I was talking to someone just about it today because obviously it's rivalry week, and I've been a part of some awesome games, some big rivalry games. We beat Iowa at Nebraska for the first time in years, and it felt good, but, as much as I would have liked to blow them out in the first half, it made it pretty cool that we went double overtime. It was a little nail biter, but it was a magical moment. It was surreal. So it means everything that we were able to have, and we just got to defend it this week.
That's Brant Banks, Al's starting right tackle, talking about the Bayou Bucket. Scoreless right now, Rice and U of H Cougars the ball back, 11:31 to this first.
Yep, the future of Rice Athletics is here. Check out opportunities to support your favorite team or athlete through the South Main Collective NIL, in case you didn't know, which supports and elevates NIL opportunities for all Rice Owls. You can be the difference today by visiting southmaincollective.com. And I wonder, JP, looks like right now it's about these defenses. Both teams trying to fill each other out. The defenses have played well so far, and usually that is the case early in a game like this.
I'm telling you, I'd be floored if it was a high-scoring game like last year. Wouldn't turn down the result, right. But this just has the feeling with Cougars' ability to stop the run, and Rice really looking to keep it going after TSU. Obviously, drastically different opponent. They've got to be able to run the football.
They really do, and I think Mike Bloomgren started out running the football. He had 5 yards carry on his first run, so you have to take that into consideration. The Rice Owls want to run it today, but if they have to throw it, they can with E.J. Warner.
Cougars lost 9 yards on that opening drive. Rice managed 7 before punting it away. Each team has punted. Smith was 0 for 1 on that first drive. TV bigwigs have said we can get going again. Manjack out wide to the left. He's next to Johnson. Native of Houston, but prepped up in Dallas, in DeSoto for the Eagles. 1st and 10, right to left, they're 34. Smith takes the snap, hands right side. No. Somebody got a hold of Sanford's jersey, but it broke that tackle. In-house territory to the 40 by Flowers, and then bumped by Fresh all the way down to the 32. They might say his knee is down at the 33-yard line. Sanford coming in, only had 33 total yards the first 2 games. He shot out of a cannon there for 31 yards down to the Rice 32.
Yeah, hit that 2-hole far side, and he was off to the races. Thank goodness for a secondary tackle able to bring him down.
Ty Morris subs in at linebacker. He's there with Alway. 1st down and 10 at the 32. Snap, handoff. Sanford plugging down that right side, takes a dip and will mosey his way back to the line of scrimmage. Alway up there, getting off the bottom of the pile. Isaiah Floyd in that neighborhood as well. No gain, 2nd and 10 at the Rice 32. We're scoreless. Cougars' second possession.
We know Willie Fritz is a really good football coach. He's going to stick to what, is working for him, but expect these guys to throw the ball around a little bit. Donovan Smith can spin it.
Jamarion Barnett lines up in that pistol behind Smith. They put Manjack in motion. Snap a turn, a hand to Barnett, runs off right side 30, 25-20. Breaks a thigh tackle of Fresh to be slowed down, and then down to around the 15-yard line. Cougars want to play some tempo, but a 1st down run by Burnett for 14 yards along the right side.
That's 2 big runs on the right side of that offensive line. I think Rice has to pay attention to that. That's the thing you want to avoid.
Jaden York, the tight end, checks in, 6'4", 245 from Austin. Texas Tech transfer. And Burnett subs out after that long run. And they bring in the youngster Parker Jenkins, your guy from Klein Forest. Yep. You were telling me about him last week.
Yes, sir.
1st down to the Rice 18-yard line. 9:37 to go at scoreless. Snap, hand to Jenkins. Runs left side right into the Owls' fortified defense. Ashton Ojiaku on the Owls D. If I had that number right, goes for 4 yards. The blue and gray setting up shop on defense, but they get inside to the Rice 14-yard line.
So I think the Cougars feel like they can run against the Owls. They've had 2 really good carries so far. Now you got Parker Jenkins in there, and he can hit it and take it to any kind of hole. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, should have known better. That was Josh Piercy. His 5 was bunched up. I should have known the mannequin from here. But 2nd and 6 play at the Rice 14. Shotgun snap Smith, hands to Jenkins, gets turned around and falls backwards into the Owls' defensive front. Maybe got a yard. Falling backwards. You know that trust fall you might have done at church camp as a kid? That's what he did, falling back there. He had to trust he'd land on a body, and it's Andrew Alway who pulled him down. 3rd down and 5 at the 13.
Big play for the Rice Owls right here. Defensively, you're going to have to stop these guys right here. 3rd and 5, and if they're able to turn this first down, that's going to give them some confidence that, the Rice Owls don't want them to necessarily have.
Owls go to that 3-down look right now as Green checked out of there at defensive end. Sneed, the back, comes in right to Smith. He's out of the shotgun most of the time. 3rd and 4 at the Rice 12. The clap. Looks, stands tall, looks middle, nothing there. Pressed out, steps back, looks right, slings it. Low at the 10, but it is complete to a sliding Muse in front of Ahoya. Only 3 yards. Long 2 coming up here on the 4th down decision for Willie Fritz.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah. They're 3 of 5 already on 4th downs this year. It looks like they're going for it. Jason, to me, that looks like a long 2, or is that a short 3 here?
It's like 2.5, maybe 3.
Yeah, long 2, and Willie Fritz wants some time to talk about it. I think U of H called that stoppage, but might astound folks. I've been wrong before.
It's under further review.
Okay. They're checking to see if he cuffed that ball against the turf or not.
Yeah. Need to look at that closely, because that could have been a cup. Looks like that ball came out of Donovan Smith's hand kind of short, and I was curious about that too. So that's a good call right there to be able to take a look at it and see if it was a complete pass or not.
We're a bit behind on the in-house monitor on the stream, but on the very nice new Jumbotron above us and to the left, they're replaying that one. I mean, it was live. For what it's worth, I thought he caught it.
They only show it once on most home field Jumbotrons. So, it's kind of hard. But we're going to get a chance to see it twice here, and we'll be able to make a determination as to whether or not it was a catch or an incomplete pass. Show it. Run it. Come on.
No score. Almost halfway through this opening
no, that's
quarter
incomplete. That's
of
incomplete.
action.
That's going to be incomplete. He dropped it.
Yeah, he trapped that against the turf.
Yeah, he trapped it.
It's an artificial surface. They have the red end zones with Houston written in block white on the left side and Cougars in the block white on the right side. Officials still deliberating. Looks like they have come to a decision. Kevin Boitman, the man in the white hat, here he comes.
Shouldn't take that long, JP.
Tell me about it.
It's incomplete.
I think you made that out, but like we saw when we got the look at the replay, incomplete. So turns it from what would have been 4th down along 3 to 4th down and 4 here. So looks like that will bring out Joseph Kim. Redshirt freshman from Lawton, Oklahoma will kick this one near the right hash. His holder is the Aussie punter, Liam Doherty. Kim, 2 for 2 on the young season. Where's number 43? Stares end zone to our left. That's the slightly open end. High deep snap. The hold is put down. A great job getting it down, but he booted it up and it's missed. He pushed it to the right. That deep snap coming back from Garza was bobbled, and he cannot connect on a 31-yard field goal, and Rice will take over here.
I am loving that. That is a very, very good defensive stand by the Rice Owls. Way to go, guys. No points at all.
Owls hold there in Rice football when we return. 7:41 on the TDUCU Stadium clocks. Rice at second possession next. 0-0. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Cancer is never just cancer. It affects your entire body. At Houston Methodist Neal Cancer Center, we have the expertise to treat all of you. Leading oncologists use the latest technology, research, and treatments to stop your cancer, while specialists minimize its effects on major organs. There's a better approach to cancer care that heals all of you. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Rice teams and traditions are legendary. Our team as strategic wealth designers are proud to be a partner of Rice Athletics. What an honor to be working together. When you're ready to discuss your financial future, call the team the Owls trust. We look forward to creating your winning strategy for retirement. Visit us at swdgroup.com today and go Owls.
Alongside JP Heath, I'm Nate Griffin. 7:41 remaining in the first quarter. No score. IBEW Local Union 716 is our game sponsor tonight. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers represents any and all electricians in the Houston Gulf Coast area. IBEW Local 716 lighting up Rice University and Houston for over 100 years, JP. Carl Lewis, how about that, JP?
He could run it, Nate.
Yes, sir.
He could run it.
9 goals, baby.
Great track coach. I once watched part of a college basketball game next to Carl Lewis. I was too nervous to talk to him. So
what?
I just couldn't. I was like,
add that to your brain.
Man, Carl will chop your head off. He's a great guy.
Jason Metco, how are things down the right sideline?
Oh, man, they're jubilant, especially in sections 125, 225, and even 245 way up top where the mob is. Yes, they have stuck the band in the upper corner of the end zone here, but loud, boisterous. So are the players on the field. Great defensive stop, fellas. Let's see if we can turn it the other way and get some points.
Still goose eggs right now. Rice and Houston. Owls getting the ball back, going left to right for their own 20, the 7:41 mark. After that missed field goal, Warner will set up out of the shotgun. Connors the back to his right. Kobe Campbell slot right. And you have the speedy Drayden Dickman, receiver to the right. Sykes, receiver to the left side. Owls have a tight end Maharo, hand down to the right. Owls in the road whites, head to toe. Here's the snap. Hand to Connors, hops left, springs it back right. Got grabbed around the helmet. No call as he slung down. Some help came on that defensive stop from Michael Batten there. He's a great linebacker. He was the second man in, 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Yeah, offensive line, just you got to do a little bit better effort. And when you look at that play, slowly developing offensive plays will not work against that U of H front. Just will not work.
Obviously, a lot different last week to this week. Yep. But remember, all the movement Rice had
a lot of movement
last week. We'll see if they get into that. Receiver near side, Braylon Walker, near the 7-minute mark. Man in motion is Dickman. Shotgun Warner takes the knee-high snap. Right-handed thrower throws high over the middle for Gruen. Incomplete. Hershey McLaurin had a hand on him, but not enough to warrant a flag from Friendship, Mississippi. 3rd down and 10. What do the Rice Owls do here now? South of the 7-minute mark. It's scoreless here in the 46th Bayou Bucket.
Number one, can't be that friendly. I did like that pass play, though. Bolton Gruen had his man beat. If E.J. Warner can bring that ball down just a little bit, middle of the field, no safety was there, that's going to be a long game, definitely a first down.
He had a step on him.
Yeah, he had it.
He had him, but a little bit too much mustard on it. 6:57, clock stop. 3rd down and 10. Play clock getting down to 2. Snap comes back to Warner. A flag comes in. It won't be delay a game. It could be some movement against that Rice line.
Got to be careful.
I think.
This last week.
Illegal snap. Number 64 off it. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Essentially, legal motion on Stickle, trying to snap in a hurry to beat that play clock. So that moves it back to a 3rd and 15. So how aggressive do you get at your own 15 in a scoreless rivalry game? Dickman out to the right with Campbell. Connors still the back. Next to Warner. Here's the snap. Warner, silver helmet, checks down over the middle to Connors. Check that Sykes. And down to the up to the 19-yard line. He's struck down by McCutcheon and Webb. Only goes for 4. 4th down and 11. Rice will punt it from its 19.
I'll tell you right now, you can't have 8 penalties like you did last week against Texas
No,
Southern.
sir.
Not against these guys. Their defense is too fast. And their corners are coming up like they don't care if the wide receivers go deep or not. They're coming up to play the run. They've got it figured out. They were able to sniff that one out and got them down.
Got to be careful here with the operation. Muse back at his own 40. Bichetta will punt it left to right. 10 to snap it. 6:18 on the first quarter. Scoreless scoreboard here. Rice at Houston. Owls a late protection adjustment on special teams. Bichetta takes the snap. Pulls the football, almost blocked, but he got it away. Looking up into the blue sky. A fair catch. Backing up at his 25. A great boot there by Bichetta. And a 56-yarder, a short Rice season high. His previous was 53. Bichetta booming it there. And the Cougars will take over. 6:04. Nothing. Rice and Houston here. Break on the field will be back as well. This is Rice football from Learfield.
Okay, I'm not usually one to exaggerate, but you need to drop everything and get to Kohl's because they have so many ways to save right now. I just shopped their customer appreciation event, and not only did I get great deals on a bunch of fall styles, I also got 30% off because I'm a Kohl's card holder. Or if you're a rewards member, you get 20% off. Even non-members can save with 15% off. Plus, you can earn Kohl's cash too. So what are you waiting for? Hurry to Kohl's and thank me later. Offers end September 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
At True Anomaly Brewing, our greatest achievement lives in knowing that everything we've learned is yours to enjoy. While it may not be rocket science, we brew with the same detail and dedication learned while running mission operations for NASA. Taking risks is part of our DNA. We don't take them just to say we did, we take them because of the result. Bold brews we're proud to share with fellow adventure seekers. True Anomaly Brewing, beer for the explorers.
More than 6 minutes to be played. First quarter here on the U of H campus. It's Rice and Houston scoreless. Jason Metco on the sidelines. Might have noticed guys up in the booth down here on the field. That's Bowden Gruen was not involved in that last drive. He was being tended to by the athletic training staff. Got a bit of what looks like a compressor or some sort of sleeve around his left bicep. He was stretching his left arm. Seems to be okay, but just something to keep an eye on.
Now, I want you to know, Metco, I say with love, and I'm by no means a car guy. I think a compressor is like in an air conditioning unit or some kind of, right?
Well, I mean,
yeah, man, it is.
Compression sleeve, but you kind of added that addendum. So
there's a reason I'm not Dr. Metco.
Yeah.
Hey,
kind of like Bill O'Brien, I'm not a doctor.
Yes, exactly.
Still, this time of year, we need the ACs and the compressors. Want to remind folks you can join us at Mi Casina in River Oaks for the Mike Bloomgren Show every Monday during a game week. Coach and I recap this game, preview the Owls' next opponent, Army, but sizzling fajitas, tantalizing Mambo Taxi margaritas, each bite and sip a journey through time-honored Tex-Mex cuisine. Got some great Casina Changa, Coach's favorite. I love the brisket tacos. They'll all keep you full. Mi Casina,
about it yet.
Mi Casina, 4410 Westheimer in River Oaks, home of the Mike Bloomgren Show. 7 to 8 each Monday of the game week. Watch it on the Owls socials, and you can listen to the Owls Game Day app, Varsity Network app, RiceOwls.com. I mean, full disclosure, you're not a Tex-Mex guy.
Well,
so
I'll eat the brisket.
It's amazing.
I bet it is.
You got to fight me for it. Brisket
hey, man, I'm going to ask for my own plate.
6:04, clock halted, about to get things underway in this scoreless first quarter. Third series for U of H. Smith 0 of 2 passing so far. Cougars have 45 total yards. Rice just 11. Man in motion is Muse. Shotgun. A turn, a fake. Looking right side. Good pickup of a block on Banish. Dump near the sideline. Caught by Muse up to the 30, 35. And Muse bolted from behind by Arkansas. There's a man deep in the Owls secondary that's down. I think that's Marcus Williams after that 10-yard first down throw and catch. And you know, at the top of the list, the Owls did not need to see. It's another injury to that Viper spot. Williams in for Play Wyatt out for the season with that ACL injury he suffered in the Sam Houston game. And he's turned over near midfield, and I can't tell what they're working on for this angle.
Saw Marcus earlier this week. He was extremely excited about getting the start tonight, and you had a stud safety in Play Wyatt, I'm sorry, who was actually out for the season. Boy, he played his head off, and all of a sudden now you're seeing Marcus Williams getting his shot. And let's just hope it's something real simple, JP.
Yeah, thankfully he gets up on his own power. He's being braced by the assistants, the Owls training staff, a lot of them out there. But Deanna Doheny out there helping him out, and Play Wyatt shadowing him there. Could you see Jason? I mean, he's obviously limping, favoring that right leg there.
Right leg, right knee area.
Okay. 5:49 first quarter, still nothing. Rice and Houston. Cougars ball to throw on 35 after that first down toss. Out of the shotgun, Smith looks right. Guy in motion. Here's the snap and a handoff right side. Bouncing is Snead up to the 40, 45. First down in the Owls territory. Down the right sideline. He could go. Flowers trying to cut off the angle at the 5. He can't. In for the touchdown. Stacy Snead, the junior from Arlington, goes the distance for 65 yards, and U of H is on the board first.
Yeah, that's not what you wanted to see. It was a run, and again, we said it a few minutes ago. The Houston Cougars think that they can run against this Rice Owls defense. And once you saw Snead break out on the corner, it was over. He hit the edge and it was gone.
We saw it in that second drive, and in that drive, a very short one, only 2 plays, but they're finding something on the edge of that Rice defense right now.
Fresh got blocked, and it was unfortunate. He was probably the only one who could make a play out there, and that block on Fresh kind of gave Snead the room that he needed to get to the end zone.
Kim on for the PAT. He missed a very short field goal earlier. The play clock went down to 0, but they put 25 on it now. This would make it 7-0 at the 5:30 mark. We saw some holes in the Owls' run defense against Sam Houston in week 1, and Houston exposing him here now. They've already rushed for 110 yards. They've only passed for 10, and we have little movement.
Start. 86 offense. The try will be played from the 8-yard line.
So back it on up. Snead his first rushing touchdown. Cedric Melton got the case of the happy feet moving early there.
So the Cougars have figured out what they want to do. Now it's time for the Rice Owls to figure out what they want to do. What kind of a game? Are they going to pass it, or are you going to run it?
I mean, I told you, I shouldn't have said it. I should learn to keep a big fat mouth shut. But they had 96 total rushing yards in the first 2 games. They have 110 in this quarter. It's kicked up and through the pipes. The yellow goalpost to our left. And the Cougars lead the Owls 7-0, 5 minutes and 30 seconds on this TDECU Stadium clock.
Well, you didn't jinx them. I mean, the bottom line is they got to find a way to defend the run. Bottom line. Cougars came into the game with the idea of running the football, period. Yeah, 5 plays.
It's a 7-0 lead now for U of H at the 5:30 mark as Rice brings out its special teams returners here.
And let me give you the drive here.
Well, don't keep us in suspense, Nate Griffin.
I promise I won't.
Don't have all night. 5
plays, 75 yards, a 65-yard run. And I'll just put it this way. It didn't take a lot of time. Cougars up 7-0. 31st quarter.
Yeah, 34 seconds. Christian Francisco back deep with Quentin Jackson. The ball falls down off the tee. Kickoff man Jake Martin says, I don't need you to hold this football. He's going to mark it off here. 7-0 U of H. They lost their opener against UNLV 27-7. It played OU tight. Ian Norman lost 16-12, and they've come out dominating the running game here. It's a very high kick. Jackson sizing it up, and he puts both of his arms extended out in fist, and it goes over his head for a touchback, and Rice will bring it out. We have a perfect view of things here.
Got a Cougar down as well.
Young man down right now is Steve Polk on their special teams unit, and he's lying on his left side at that 35-yard line. 5:30 of this opening quarter of action.
Yeah, it's never good when you see something like that. Hopefully he'll be able to recover and get him off the field. I'm just kind of wondering what that is when you see him. Looks like he's wincing in pain right now, and that's not good at all. So you've got the medical staff from the Cougar sideline out there right now tending to him. But once again, just looking at the Rice Owls now, it's now when you really need to have a good drive, a possession where you actually put points on the board. Because away from Rice Stadium, you don't want to get too far behind in this game. And the momentum right now is with the Cougars.
Yeah, no secret, Rice isn't a catch-up team. You know, they have to be the one being chased, and it's huge here to get some points. It's actually Torin Capagel, the other 40. Get a look at that name. So not Polk. Thankfully, he's walking with a limp with the assistance of a U of H trainer. And Rice will set up shop at its own 25-yard line. Rice coming into this one top 30 in the country in scoring, 41.5 points per game. Of course, last week against Texas Southern, 69 points. Really nice win, but the third most points in school history. But that is not the TSU defense.
No, sir.
Out there.
Not at all.
Rice in a 7-0 hole here at the 5:30 mark. Warner, who will be out of the shotgun most of the time, puts Dickman in motion. Left to right in the road, Whites. Back to pass. Looks left, throws right to Connors. Checking down, out of bounds, up past the 25. Jeremiah Wilson, SMU transfer from up Dallas way, bumps him out. Only a yard gain on the play. I want to ask you a football question.
Yes, sir.
As, hey, it's a football game. Why not squeeze in, no Parcheesi, no NBA. We'll stick with football in a football game. What we've seen so often, we saw, 9 catches for Connors in that week 1. That's a popular check down.
Yes, sir.
Is he going through his reads there, his progressions?
He's going through his reads and
down?
nobody's open down the field. Secondary coverage is excellent out there from the Cougars.
The fullback is Barnett up on the line as a tight end snap. Handoff. Connor straight up the middle. Dump trucks a guy or two past the 30, and he gets up around the 32-yard line. Nice run for Connors. Gain of 6. Hershey McLaurin, West Virginia product, drags him down, but they say 7 on that play. Third down. That was 6 yards. Third down and 4 coming up.
That was a good run on the delay handoff. I never would have thought on a delay handoff you would have got that against that Cougar front. But Mike Bloomgren always talks about dominating up front. And right now, this is what they're going to need to get this first down. You don't get this first down, you're in a little bit of trouble.
They bring in Carlos Allen, their big nose guard. He's a run stuffer, one of the best in the nation by the Pro Football metrics. 3rd and 3. Here's the play for Warner. Looking to pass. Nothing left. Nothing up the middle. Back to pass. Looking right. A sliding Dickman incomplete in Cougars territory at the 46. Right in front of Jeremiah Wilson. Let's see. Yeah, no doubt they're going to punt it away. So Kentrell Webb, nice job on that coverage as well. Tulane transfer coming with Coach Fritz, and Bichetta. You don't want to rely on that big right leg, but they need another big punt from him.
Problem. E.J. Warner's not a runner. He likes to throw the football. He had some real estate in front of him that time and didn't use it.
Bichetta end over end punt to Muse back at his 25-yard line. Slips through a crack to 30, at 35, 40, 50. Bichetta tried to cut the angle and couldn't. Down the line, Muse beats the deep snapper Wyatt Freeman into the end zone. A touchdown. Makai Muse, who had averaged less -2 yards on the season, his long punt return coming in was 1. And he takes it to the house on a 75-yard punt return for a score. All Cougars early.
That's what you didn't want to see, JP. You didn't want to see that early momentum from the Houston Cougars because you know they have guys with a lot of speed. You know they have the kind of talent that can take it to the house. And just unfortunately, special teams for Rice that time, not quite ready. All 3 phases of the game, that's how you're going to have to beat these Cougars.
Muse has himself a couple of title rings, transferred from Georgia. Their leading receiver on the season, and obviously a big impact guy on special teams. It's banged up home, and the gut check drive of the early part of the season coming up for Rice as they're down 14-0. The 3:49 mark. What do we say? You don't need it. You gotta have it.
You gotta have it, man. This is where you really have to have a successful drive. You have to make sure that you employ every advantage that you have. E.J. Warner, you don't see a receiver downfield. You got some space in front of you. Take off running. Get what you can down the field. Be that 11th guy on offense that poses a threat. That's what you're going to have to do now because right now, University of Houston, they're going to be pinning their ears back with a 14-point lead, JP.
Can I echo what the boss man said?
Go right ahead.
And we know this to be true. So we saw Willie Fritz and followed him. His teams are always, this goes back Georgia Southern days, up the road Sam Houston days. They are always dominant in special teams. And that was a dominant special teams play.
Yeah, that was a very unexpected dominant play that time that resulted in the 75-yard return. Just very unfortunate.
Last time an opponent went the distance on a punt, Chris Carpenter for UTSA on Veterans Day last year. That was 50 yards. A high end-over-end kick. It goes over Jackson's head. 3:49 to this opening quarter. All Cougars 14-0 lead. When life gets real, start at Kohl's, where they've lowered prices on thousands of items your family needs for whatever life brings. Kohl's, where families come first. I'm JP Heath. That's Nate Griffin. We got Bob Schlanger, Jordan Smith, Jason Metco on the sideline, and the one, the only, Walter Donaldson, keeping us on air here, and Khalik Pratt there. Catch us on the Varsity Network app, riceowls.com, the Rice Game Day app, in the booth on the Owls socials. Owls need to get it going quickly. Dickman to the right with Campbell. And we have a new running back in Taji Atkins to the left of Warner. Snap to EJ. Bottled up, breaks containment out to the right side, running to the sideline, and he throws it incomplete as he had Campbell near at the 30. Good pass coverage by Jawan Gaston. We call it the anchor linebacker, a term coming from Tulane there. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line as Bowden Groom, good to see him back in the game. It tied in now.
We saw a lot of creativity out of Tui Asasopo's offense last week against Texas Southern. Got to do the same thing tonight because right now they're just playing man coverage on the receivers.
4 down for U of H. Strong, the defensive end there. Snap hand to Atkins. Bumps it out to the right side. Turns the corner. 30, 35, up the near way. At the 40. He got 15 yards on that 2nd down and 10. Kristen Davis shoved him out near way. He's got the wiggle. He's got the waggle. I can't wait to see a lot of carries like that from Taji Atkins.
Yeah, it could be the secret weapon. Played for Matt Meekins over at Westfield High School. Watched this kid through his high school career. He is special. You're talking about fast. I mean, he cut on a dime and leave you some change. So you got to make sure you get some feet on him or something on him.
Campbell in motion from the left slot. A snap, another handoff to Atkins, turning it left side. He has that forward lean, dragging some Cougars with him. Anthony Holmes, speaking of, from Westfield. 2nd down at 8, up to the 42-yard line. Yeah, as there's an Owl lineman that is late getting up. That's our guy, John Long, the right guard. Looks like he'll stay in. But John Settle, the running backs coach, told me during the summer about Atkins, true freshman. He said, hey, it's not too big for him. The game's not too fast. He has that natural running back instinct. And for Coach Settle to say that, longtime NFLer himself and longtime coach, it is special. 2nd down and 8, 2.5 minutes. Owls down 14-0 this first quarter. Back to passes. Warner rolls to his right, dodges a sack, stops, throws back over the middle, diving incomplete to Dickman, coming back to the ball at the 45-yard line. Davis in pass coverage sets up a 3rd down and 8. Rice at its 42.
EJ's passes are short. I mean, now he's got his receivers open. That's the 2nd time tonight the ball has hit the ground. So I'm wondering, is EJ just not understanding where his receivers are, or what's the deal? He's got to put a little bit more air underneath that pass.
Gruen comes in, Walker comes in, being Braylon Walker. Christian Francisco is the back after Atkins leaves. Warner out of the shotgun at a 3rd and long at their own 42. Rice down big, 14-0 here in the Bayou Bucket. 43rd bucket, 46th meeting. Here's the snap. Warner looking right of the way. Looks middle. Throws back right. High. Tipped. Almost intercepted at the 35, but incomplete. Too tall for Walker at the 40. Good juggling routine by Christian Davis. He could probably amaze his teammates at a talent show. He just couldn't haul that pigskin in, and Rice fortunate there. That wasn't a turnover.
He had him. He had his receiver. That one was a little too tall. And so now it's estimation of where the ball needs to go, how much he had to put underneath it. I thought Walker was right there for the pass, JP.
Mama, there goes that man again. Muse just took one to the house, 75 yards. We're seeing too much. I like the young guy, but Alex Bichetta's 4th punt of the opening quarter. This one is a wobbler, side spinner that bounces at the 25. A high carry. Muse backpedals away from it, clings off the shoulder pad of an Owl, and Garen Hargan, I believe it is, gives way, and a deep snapper, Freeman, will stop it after a 49-yard punt. A little bit of roll on there. 2:03 of this opening quarter. 14-0.
The ball was illegally touched at the 16-yard line. It will be first down at that spot.
And so they'll move it up a few yards. Jason Metco down on the Rice Owls sideline. Young Mr. Metco.
Quickly, fellas, a couple of injuries, one for each team. Torn Coppage L is taken to the locker room. They are looking at his right knee. And for the Rice Owls, it seems that Williams is out. He has a ice pack wrapped around his right knee, JP.
Do not like to hear that.
No, not at all.
Smith out of the shotgun. He's got running back to his left. Manjack, slot left side. Snap, a show, and they take the handoff and run it off that left tackle. And the back is thrust backwards. DJ Arkansas coming in. Trying to get the number on that Cougars ball carrier. But, yeah, that was Sanford, the Harker Heights product, redshirt freshman.
Now you're asking your defense to make some plays here. You really do. You got to slow this U of H offense down right now. They have the momentum. Their fans are behind them. You got to slow them down.
Yeah, late arriving crowd. Some folks have come in from the tailgate. Owls don't have a safety deep, adjusting as the snap comes back and a handoff to Sanford again. Gets plugged up the middle, then bounces out to the right and almost lost the football. Good job by Piercy stringing him out and bringing him down. After a yard gain on the play. Third down. Good 6 yards, maybe 7 needed here.
Yeah, Josh Piercy saved a touchdown. Because I'm telling you, running back gets out to the edge and it's over. That's another 6 points.
And they're doing it too easily tonight, Nate.
They really are. I thought this defense was going to come together tonight against University of Houston after having played 2 games. Sometimes it takes a third game, but this is not the game to experiment.
Cougars 0 for 2 on third down. 6 to snap it. Back to Smith. Looking left, patting the football, going back across the middle. Caught by the big fella. Back up tight end Carr. Wrestling in traffic, and the former Michigan State and Purdue tight end wrestles Floyd. Isaiah brings him down, but not before. He gets up to the 30, and a first down rodeo-like wrestling catch of 10 yards. Larby helping out on the stop.
Well, what you didn't say, and you may have said it earlier, Malik Carr is 6'6", 265. He's a big body, so that's why you saw the Rice defenders having a problem bringing him down, and they're big guys up front. But tell you what, that was a good catch, good run by that young man.
I've never darkened the state line of Michigan, but they grow them big in Inkster, Michigan.
Yes, they do.
Almost went there as the first quarter clock comes to an end. We were playing at Notre Dame a few years ago.
End of the first quarter.
We were staying right by there, and I did not get to check Michigan off the list. But unfortunately, a lot to wrap up in a second. And the short Cliff Notes version is Cougars lead 14-0, and we'll tell you how it happened coming up next. Cougars the ball still. We return here. All Cougars 14-0. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer for those who don't follow trends but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery with only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories. This is a premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. So don't just raise a glass, raise a flight by Yingling, official beer partner of Rice Athletics and now available everywhere in Texas. The Yingling Company, Fort Worth, Texas. Please enjoy responsibly.
Attention thrill seekers and luxury enthusiasts. Ever wondered what it's like to command the road in a Porsche? Stop wondering and start driving. Right now at Porsche River Oaks, we are inviting you to take the driver's seat and feel the power of precision engineering with our exclusive test drives. Our knowledgeable team is ready to put you behind the wheel, allowing you to unleash the true potential of a Porsche. From the all-new design 2014 Cayenne to the versatile Macan, discover the thrill of performance and luxury craftsmanship of Porsche. Schedule your test drive at Porsche River Oaks today. Exclusive benefits to students and alumni. Go Owls!
It is 14-0. The Rice Owls leading the Houston Cougars. Have some stats coming up in a bit, but all Cougars, they had a 75-yard punt return for a score from Muse. And Sneed, who almost doubled his season rushing total on 1 carry, he got the first Cougars score. Right now, looking at some scores across the conference, FCS Gardner-Webb leads Charlotte in Charlotte 20-6. South Florida and Southern Miss in Hattiesburg. Bulls lead our friends at Southern Miss 28-21.
Oh, man.
Arkansas pulls it off against UAB, but they had to fight to do it. 37-27 final. Quinn Ewers goes down for a spell for Texas. Arch Manning comes in. First play, bam, 67-yard touchdown. Thank you, ma'am. 28-7 Texas all over UTSA at the break. They've gotten underway in Boca, FIU, and FAU. 7-7. Memphis wins in Tallahassee at Florida State 20-12. Coastal Carolina beats Temple 28-20. Oklahoma State beats Tulsa today 45-10. And last one we'll get to right now, Texas Tech blows out North Texas 66-21.
Number 10 Miami leading Ball State in the fourth 55-0. Ole Miss, the Rebels 23. Wake Forest 6. They're playing well there at Wake Forest in the third quarter, and it's early third quarter. You talked about UTSA and Texas 28-7 at the halftime. Texas, obviously. Kentucky is leading Georgia in the second quarter with 9:08 left. 3-0. Oh boy. Nebraska leading Northern Iowa.
I thought you would have said like
3.
20-0.
No, man, just 3. I mean, but that's big, man. Tennessee leading Kent State in the first quarter with 33 seconds left. 20-0, Jay. Check that, 30-0.
They flip into the field. Cougars dominate on the stat board. Outgain Rice 134-35. They had 114 rushing yards in that first quarter. Snead, the one carry for 65 yards. Smith, 2 of 4 passing for 20 yards. Warner, 4 of 9 passing for 7 yards for Rice. Right below us. Ball barely touching the 30-yard line. First down and 10 play coming up. Here's starting this second quarter. Donovan Smith, senior from Las Vegas, played some high school ball out in the Lubbock area. Moves Snead from the left hip to the right hip. And the home Reds, cherry red tops, interlocking U of H logo. Snap, throws left side. Juggle by Manjack, hauls it in. He's tossed down by Ahoya. He says, you'll get nothing and like it. Second down and 10. Friendly hometown spot. A yard gain. They'll need 9 at the 31.
Yeah, that's good defense played by Max Ahoya that time. He got to the receiver on the little dig route there, run by the receiver, and of course Max Ahoya right there, Johnny, on the spot.
Manjack checks out. They bring in their special teams, Dynamo Muse in the slot right side. They also have Devin Williams from Temple, Texas, a Wildcat. Smith holds the hands out in front, claps, put Muse in motion, snap, and a handoff to Snead, bounces it left, turns around in traffic, and Alway pulls him down. Got a yard, maybe 2, to the 33-ish yard line. As Josh Piercy helping out on that tackle as well. Third down, they need 7. Opening minute of the second quarter. 14-0, Cougars lead.
Yeah, chance for the Rice Owls to get out of this thing, man. And of course, it's a long third down opportunity for the opposition. Love to see this, especially when it's, 3rd and 7? So the Owls need to get a stop right here, right now.
Myron Morrison checks him in on the linebacking court. Daly in there on that nickel defense on the line. 3rd and 7. They're 1 of 3 on third down. So the 33, the snap to Smith. Looks to his right, caught by the tight end Carr again, up the seam, the 50, and he is bopped down. He's a big load. Myron Morrison for a 22-yard gain right over the middle of that soft spot, and they go Temple as Gabriel Taylor helps out on the tackle. They go tempo here to the Rice 46. Hard snap at the knees, standing on the tippy toes, flung out right side, a bad pass, incomplete to Sanford, and he had a pasture of green in front of him. Second down and 10 at the Rice 45.
More like a planet.
Pasture's not good enough for you?
No, there was too much room out there, man. It's more like a planet. I'm telling you, and I tell you what, the bottom line is you didn't have your defensive men in on time. So they ran that play, and had they been able to complete that pass, that would have been a big gain.
Yeah, Smith makes the tough throws, but he couldn't make that easy one. Second and 10, the Owls 45. They lead 14-0. A handoff to the left. Daly coming in with Lewis pushing Sanford back all the way to the 50. That'll be a 5-yard loss. Third down and forever. They're right at midfield.
Remember, we did the interview with Lewis, and I didn't realize how big he was. 6'3", 275 at that defensive end, and you got the mannequin on the other side. He's got muscles in his ears. And, you know, you figure this defense would be able to put a stop on this U of H offense, but right now, they're still sort of cooking. They need to get this down, though. 3rd and 15, need to take them down.
Parker Jenkins, the back, comes in. Their leading rusher last year, and Manjack in one of the three receivers, the middle one to the left. Shotgun Smith, 3rd and 15. Snap comes back, stands tall, dodges a sack, moves to his right, looking across the grain, he keeps it. Larby pushes him to the sideline, and it's floated down the sideline, incomplete at the 35. And it will be Rice returning this punt as some extracurricular activities. DJ Arkansas tussling it up with Stephon Johnson of the Cougars. Their legs got locked there on that pass coverage there. Blaze Tita helping out on the defensive play too. So Owls hold on defense there. They'll get it back.
Yeah, they don't have time for the tussles. You got to play football right now. You're down 14-0. And so what do now? You have an opportunity. Your defense makes a stop. Offense, you got to cash in on that stop.
Yeah, you know my opinions by now in our 13th year together.
Yes, sir.
Smack talk when you're down multiple scores. Sean Fresh back inside his own 10 in the Aussie. Liam Daughtry, Aussie, AAA from Geelong, Australia. My dad will text me or tell me after the game where Geelong is. Here's the knuckleball punt to the left of Fresh, and it goes out of bounds. We can see a mister kind of spraying back and forth to the Cougars sideline where that ball went out of bounds at the 19. And the context is that my dad spent some time in Australia as a young man.
Is that right?
He's got some stories to tell.
Very nice.
He always tell me about Australia geography there. But Cougars have had those Aussie punters for a long time now. 12-19, second quarter. 1st and 10 for Rice at the 19 when we return. Down to Houston, 14-0 here in the third ward. Back in a bit, it's Rice football from Learfield.
Whether running a marathon or walking your dog, every movement matters. But when you're in pain, simple activities can feel unbearable. At Houston Methodist Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our specialists can help you heal faster using the latest technology, minimally invasive procedures, and advanced physical therapy. As the top-ranked hospital in Texas, we have the expertise to keep you moving and help you get back to doing the things you love. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Big trip on the horizon? Before you depart, you gotta park. The Parking Spot is a simpler, easier way to navigate airport parking, and you can save when you book online. You're guaranteed a spot, and we even pick you up at your trunk in our yellow and black spotted shuttles and take you straight to the terminal. Parking and saving come full circle at the Parking Spot. The Parking Spot, proud sponsor of Rice University. Visit theparkingspot.com to reserve your spot today.
14-0, Houston leads Rice, and it'll be Owls football at their own 19. When we come back, our in the booth feed, they get a lot of fun if they so choose to pay attention to us kind of making sure things are squared away. I think Nate's ready now.
All right, here we go. Houston Methodist. Owls football is brought to you by Houston Methodist, the official healthcare provider of Rice Athletics. Visit us at HoustonMethodist.org. Houston Methodist, leading medicine. Houston. Get it right, young fella. Houston.
It's like a Christmas Story, the holiday movie where we got the lips frozen together. Trying to get it out there.
Houston.
Next broadcast of Rice Has Football, probably our favorite road trip. Besides this one being so close as a road trip, but we'll be at Army next week, 11 a.m. Owls' first TV appearance of the season. Sync us up, syncmygame.com. And on the Varsity Network app, Owls Game Day. But we can't see everyone there in New York, Rice and Army. But we've got those travel packages. Hopefully you got that info. We'll see you up in New York. Banks of the Hudson next week. Warner out of the shotgun. Owls need a big offensive drive here. Here's the snap. Shows it to Connors. He takes it on a counter. Runs across the right end and is spilled in the backfield by Hershey McLaurin. The 6'2 senior from Friendship, Mississippi, drops Connors back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to say, no gain. 2nd and 10 to 20.
Yeah, that was too friendly right there. Bottom line is, look, Rice Owls are not stretching the field right now, so the Cougars are playing the run. They're just sitting there, just playing the run. You got to make them commit at some point.
I dare you to run it, right?
Yeah.
They're telling Rice
dare you throw it.
under center. Here's the snap, play action. Back to pass now. Warner backing up, throws a dangerous pass caught in the screen by Connors. Weaves his way up the sideline, the 25 and near the 30. Nice play there for 10 yards to offset some of that pressure. A.J. Halsey from nearby Fort Bend Marshall. He made that stop. He had 7 tackles last season in that thriller at Rice. First down, Rice up to the 30.
Tell you what, E.J. Warner made a big man play. That was a huge big man play that time, one that his dad would make Kurt Warner. But I tell you what, he had 2 defenders in his face. Both of them looked to be about 6'5", still completed that pass.
Allen and Holmes back in there, plug in the middle of that Cougars defensive line. 10 to snapper for Warner. 2 receivers, right, Atkins the back in there. Rice in a 14-0 hole. Snap, hand to Taji. No, Warner going to keep it. Calls his own number to the 30, dips inside the numbers, and lunges forward to the 35-yard line. They're going to give him the 34. I do believe. 4 yards on the play. Second down and 6. Rice right to left. Jalen Garner on that tackle.
Yeah, you and I talk about 11-on-11 football all the time, right? That was a good call. You got to get E.J. Warner involved in the game. And look, make this Houston Cougar defense, you can't be predictable.
Keep them honest.
Yes, sir.
First, 2nd and 5 at the 35. Rice down 14-0. Back to pass Warner. Nothing to the left. Spins it right. Bobbled by Atkins. Brings it in. Dropped the football, but I don't think he ever held on
in the
to
field.
it.
It's an incomplete pass. 3rd down.
I was just going to say that, but yes, 3rd down and 6 coming up for Rice. But Atkins said it wasn't like this in high school ball. He had Carter and company draped all over on 3rd down and 6.
Well, it's not like Westfield played in, a real weak conference because they did not. I mean, that's one of the best high schools in Texas, and they play tough competition all the time. It's just that at the next level, it gets a little bit tougher.
Connors back in there as the back. 12 personnel. 1 back. 3 receivers. Here's back to pass is Warner looking right, spins it up on the sideline to the 35, and nowhere to go. Connors, Halsey and Carter sandwich him there. Sideline the far way, and Rice forced into a 4th and 4 situation under the 10-minute mark. 14-0 Houston leads here in the Bayou Bucket. They're finally bringing the punt team out, but I think Mike Bloomgren thought about it for a second.
Yeah, not the time. You got 9:45 remaining. I can see if there was about 4 or 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Not now, though. Go ahead and punt and let your defense go to work again.
Bichetta, 4 punts, 41-yard average, long of 56 so far. Stands at his own 23-yard line. Muse just took one to the house near the end of the first quarter for their last score. High punt. Muse catches it at the 24 against the sideline and got rocketed out of bounds by Peyton Stevenson that far away. Good hit by Peyton. 14-0. Cougars lead the 9:20 mark, and we have a timeout on the field. So you know what? We're going to break it as well.
How about that?
U of H 14 and Rice nothing. Cougars ball when we come back. This is Rice football from Learfield.
Owl fans know where to stay when they come to Houston. Courtyard by Marriott, Rice University is the preferred choice, whether cheering on Coach Bloomgren and the team or kicking off their Rice experience during O Week. Just minutes from Rice Village and only 3 miles to campus, we provide the right mix of convenience and accessibility. When you're hungry, stop by the bistro for either breakfast or evening options. Cheer for the Owls by raising a glass in the lounge and unwind with your favorite beverage. Call 713-661-5669 to make a reservation, and be sure to ask for the Rice University rate. We look forward to welcoming you.
You ready for the big game? Fuel up for game day at Salad and Go. Whether you're tailgating, playing in the game, or cheering from home, make sure you've got your game day greens. From fresh salads to hearty wraps and refreshing drinks, Salad and Go has what you need to fill up and feel great. Score big with game day greens from Salad and Go. It's just what you need to win the day. Find a drive-thru near you at saladandgo.com or order online at saladandgo.com.
9:20 remaining in the second quarter. Cougars up 14-0 over your Fighting Rice Owls. Hey, Owls fans, we're thrilled to welcome a fantastic new partner, Documation, proudly serving Texas for over 30 years. Whether it's IT, print, automation, or software managed services, they deliver cutting-edge solutions that help businesses and organizations just like ours take flight. And now they're official partners of Rice Athletics. We're not just aiming for victory on the field, we're leading the way with our technology too. Let's show them some love. Owls, go Rice.
Yes, indeed, go Owls, but not a lot to cheer about here as the Cougars 14-0 advantage. If you're popping in, popping out, dinner, movie, you got the honey out there. Well, hope it was a nice night just on the Rice side of things. It has not been the most pleasurable of evenings, or really what I expected, Nate, as Snead had a big run play, 65-yard score, only a 34-second drive, and the Owls got it back and gave it back less than 2 minutes later, and Muse took it to the house 75 yards, 14-0 Cougars.
You know what? I look at time of possession, and we've called games where time of possession really didn't mean a big deal. But 10:34 for the Cougars, 10:06 for Rice. But Rice only has 52 total yards to show for their time.
I think that says empty drives, right?
Yes, sir.
Houston has the football. The pistol's set. The back starting this series is the Klein Forest Golden Eagle, Parker Jenkins, their leading rusher last year. The clap you hear, and they flip it to Muse on the end around, left at the 25, and he gets rocketed out of bounds on the sideline by Gabriel Taylor. Maybe. Nope. Yeah, he lost a yard, maybe 2 on that play. No full yard. Second down and 11 up the 27-yard line.
Didn't fool the scholars. You need 3 more plays like that, and get the ball back to your offense.
Wilson short side left. Manjack went to 2 receivers with Muse right side. York the tight end off the line to the right. Back is still Jenkins. 12 to snap it. Cougars 14, Owls nothing here at the 8:45 mark. Left to right, second stanza. Clap, snap comes back to Smith. Hand off to Jenkins, runs left side to 30. The 33 to the 34. It was Snead 21, not Jenkins 23. You got that run around the left end. 7 yards. They're not getting a lot of stuff up the middle. They're getting it around the sides, and Floyd brought the ball carrier down there.
But see, they also have the threat of being able to throw the ball. Playing a deep safety is Rice right now. One deep safety, everybody else is up. So they expect to run, but got to look out for the pass.
They're 2 for 5 on third downs. They need 4 here from their 34. Clap, snap back to Smith, right-handed thrower, looks right, runs, and got popped and dropped by Royal Morris. What a play by the Decaney product. Is they might give him a cover check. Late flag comes in there. Gabriel Taylor in the middle with Jake Wiley, one of their linemen, who's late getting up. I'm afraid this could be a hit.
Well, this could go against University of Houston based on what I saw. Big 75 out there.
Well, the Owls defenders are leaving as if they know that, and they brought Fresh on there to return this punt, but we still haven't had a signal on what the call is.
I had a call yet.
Might be wishful thinking. Jason Metco down on the Rice Owls sideline. Jason, did you see anything we didn't?
I saw a Rice player was last to rise up. It usually means to me that someone who was not last to rise up was doing some shoving of the person who was down on the floor. So this is probably on U of H.
Well, Wiley's down there doing the calisthenics as if he took one south of the equator, let's say.
We're going all out of the country tonight, aren't we?
We've all been there, guys.
Different countries.
Tongue twisters?
Yep. Houston.
Sportsmanlike conduct. Number 75, offense. It's a 15-yard now.
Let us decipher.
Number 75, first pop. Sportsmanlike conduct.
Underwater Jake Wiley there. Underwater official is on Jake Wiley. We got you here. So Wiley, no worse for wear. He got the one. He took the blow, so to speak, below the belt, and then he got the call on him. So this will move it back to the 14.
Number 1 for Rice is now number 37. Number 1 is now 37.
Okay.
Wiley is 6'6", 310. I think it was laying on a DB.
Voice went up a few octaves there, I think. Back to the 14. Deep snap comes back. The Geelong Australia product Doherty kicks it deep to Fresh, calling for the fair catch off his chest pad. Ball is loose at the 44. Hacky sacks come out. We think Rice is on it.
See, that should have been a flag. That should have been a flag.
I think he had his eyes ahead. He wasn't looking at the football.
Defender was outside of the. It's a 3. You got to give him 3 yards.
No flag's been thrown for that interference. Cougars come out of the scrum of the football, but JoJo Jean was near there. So was Fabian Marks, actually. 23, not 22. But that doesn't mean it's Houston ball. The officials will talk about this. They'll play the Cougars fight song, but The two are not related there. They can cheer all they want, but they have not made a signal yet whose ball it is.
They got to talk about it. When the man calls for a fair catch, you have to give him 3 yards. And that
the kick was muffed by a member of the receiving team or covered by the kicking team. First down, Houston.
Look at that. That was not good, man.
Yeah, and I can see Fresh on the delay of the stream here. He's saying, I did not have the space to catch that one with.
He did not have it. You got to give him 3 yards, man, when he calls for a fair catch.
Well, let's see if the Cougars go for the jugular here. Nearing the halfway point of the second quarter. That echoes the sentiment of a lot of Rice fans, Nate. 14-0 U of H leads, and they have it in Rice territory after the muff punt. Snap Smith. Play action. Sanford looks right. Screen is caught by Johnson. Dancing a jig on the screen near side 30. 20. Goes down to 10, to 5. Al's got a hand, but Hook could not catch him for the touchdown. The Cougars running away from it. 44 yards on that screen. Charlie Lewis could not make that stop near the line of scrimmage. And then the Cougars go to the house.
That was just a well-designed play on the inside screen. But how do you not have enough defenders around to make that play? You had one guy there not able to make the tackle. All of a sudden, it's 6 points.
And the explosive plays kill the Owls. Houston scores 65-75 and now 44 on Smith's first touchdown catch of the ball game. So they've had a rush, a big pass, and a big special teams play as Joseph Kim coming on for the PAT. Cougars fans getting into it here. Deep snap is put down. And it's kicked up, and it is no good. He hooked it to the left. So it's 20-0 in favor of U of H. 7:29, timeout on the turf. Houston 20, Rice nothing. This is Rice football from Learfield.
Behind every door at Houston Methodist, you know what to expect. Expertise. Whether it's life-saving brain surgery, your 3D mammogram that catches breast cancer sooner, or orthopedic specialists helping you feel stronger than ever. With hundreds of doors across Houston, you can get expert care everywhere.
That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
North Star Pressure Washing is a full-service pressure washing company able to provide any type of exterior cleaning to your property, whether you're a small business looking to improve your appearance for your customers or you're a property owner looking to add curb appeal to your home. In addition to improving your property's appearance, our services will also protect your property from the damage mildew, algae, and other airborne contaminants can cause, thus extending the life of your home or property. Remember North Star Pressure Washing for all your pressure washing needs. Big or small, our company does it all.
Second quarter, 7:29 remaining in this quarter. U of H just scored. They now lead by the score of 20-0. They missed the point after one play, 44 yards, took 11 seconds. Johnson from Smith. And right now, Donovan Smith is having a pretty good night. 6 of 10 for 86 yards and a touchdown. And you talk about Rice. Now it's starting to get in desperado mode. You need something here in the first half. We saw what happened. Rice last year had a 28-0 lead on U of H. They came back and made it a game in the second half. Can the Rice Owls do the same thing? Got to be thinking that way, JP.
Yes, and you don't want to get in that position.
No, you don't.
To win this one, they'll have to come back from at least a 20-0 deficit. Rudy's Barbecue, a proud sponsor of Rice Athletics. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's, Rudy's.com, to place an order for their Rio, Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides. Love that potato salad at Rudy's. They have that signature sauce. I don't mind the sissy sauce. And don't forget, Rudy's serves made-to-order and grab-and-go breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m. About halfway through this second stanza, and Houston leads Rice 20-0.
We kept saying it all week. You're not playing Texas Southern. You're playing a very fast up and coming under a new head coach. University of Houston Cougars. This is the Big 12. And they're definitely trying to get, they only lost by 2 points against, 4 points against Oklahoma.
Cougars have dominated the stat board, almost quadrupling Rice in total yardage, 199 to 52. And that's figuring in they had the big special teams return from Muse. Kick this one deep, Martin, and it bounces right between Jackson and the pylon and sneaks through that side of the end zone to the far way. 7:29, second quarter. Rice the football back. E.J. Warner, last season, number 5 in the nation in passing yards a game at 308. Leading the team now, 64% passer on the year. Hasn't gotten into that groove yet.
No, he hasn't, and I'm waiting. I am really waiting to see. Want to see him really throw the ball. He's got some capable receivers, a guy or two out that normally he would have, and that hurts your receiving corps, but you got other guys who are looking for opportunities to step up.
Quentin Jackson getting some run, takes the handoff and runs around the right end up to the 25-yard line and galloping, trying to burst his way through the grasp of U of H's Jalen Garner. Tackles him for a gain of 2. Garner from Norcross, Georgia, the cousin of Teddy Bridgewater. Second down and 8.
That's pretty amazing. U of H right now, they're playing sideline to sideline. All of Rice's plays, they're going sideline to sideline right now. At some point, you got to be able to cut something up, or your offensive linemen have to be able to win up front.
McLaurin checks in at one of the linebacking spots. Second and 8, Rice, it's 27. Gruen in motion. Jackson still the back, and he takes the handoff, tries the left side this time, dodges a defender, slides his way back up the middle, and got sandwiched between Holmes and Cooper. Webb helping out to play the run from his safety spot. 4-yard gain, third down and 4.
That's a good run right there. That's a short third down opportunity for the Rice Owls. Now, a couple of things have worked for the Rice Owls. They've been able to actually, on occasion, stretch the field. But in this case, if you can somehow stretch the field, which looks like they're going to go empty, JP.
They have not completed a third down conversion in 5 attempts. Jackson now comes down in the backfield. Third down, they need 4. They're 31. Down 20 to nothing. 5 to snap, 4 to snap. Warner could be changing the play here. 2 to snap, gets it off with 1. Pressure comes in. He's hit hard as he throws right side wide of Campbell on the sideline at the 45 as Webb was right on his back. Warner late to get up there as he took a hard smack from the Cougars. But the Owls will punt it now, 4th down and 4.
Yeah, they wanted to throw far side, and they were looking at the out route. It was not there. And it's taking too long for these plays to develop. Defensive linemen, they're really kind of teeing off now on E.J. Warner. You don't want that to happen.
Garner got that big hit on him. Warner 6 of 13 for only 19 yards passing as Bichetta gets a big boot in his right leg. End over end punt that almost hit the heels there of Muse. It got out of the way and it trickles inside the 25, inside the 20. Ball wobbling around that turf, and it's killed by the Owls. Davion Hook, I believe that is on special teams. After a 50-yard boot, nothing wrong with Alex Bichette. I just don't like saying his name so much and having to rely on him for field position, but that's the way it's gone in this first half as they're inside their own 20. They start the drive at the 19, leading Rice by a 20-0 score.
Remember when North Texas had those great special teams, I guess, a few years ago? That's how they beat teams. They beat teams with special teams. And you talk about this University of Houston football team, they've always had pretty good special teams.
And Jalen Darden, among others. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. A handoff to Sanford and can't get out of the driveway. He is brought down by Blake Banish. Needville hogtie there brings him down. Loss of 4 on the play. 2nd and 14 at the 16.
Big Nasty, you're going to have to stop this drive because the Rice Owls need a little time to put together a good drive. They've not been able to really put together anything.
They say only a loss of 3 officially for what it's worth. Receiver your way, Marquise Shoulders from Katy Tompkins in Tulsa. Played against Rice last year. Fresh the corner on the outside as Muse goes in motion. Smith the quarterback, 2nd and 13 to 16. Claps, gets the snap, throws right to Muse on a screen, turns it in, cuts it back outside at the 20, 25-yard line, and 3 Owls drive him out of bounds right below us at the 28. Gabriel Taylor, along with Arkansas and Fresh there on that stop, but right at the chains. They giving him the sticks? No, just a little bit shy. They will give him the first down after much deliberation.
You know, if you take a really good look at what Smith is doing, he looks the defense off. He really looks the safety off, and that creates so much space in the flat to be able to get those extra yards you need on a play like that.
I got a fascinating stat on him in a second if we get to it. Balls to the 29 after that 13-yard throw and catch, a snap, a handoff, and Sanford trying to curly-cue his way around to the right side. And Ty Morris brought down by Andrew Alway. Alway and Morris team up there. Charlie Lewis helps out too. But Donovan Smith last week at OU was 24 of 28 passing, 86%. That's the best an FBS quarterback has done against a top 25 team in 2 years of college football. So he's very efficient.
Just kind of watching him from last year to this year, he's really matured.
2nd and 11 up to the 28-yard line. Man in motion his shoulder, snap, a calm turn, a hand left side, back runs into the blocker, coming to near way, and Burnett is shoved out of bounds near way by Taylor. And Lewis, the 33-yard line. Got about 5 yards on that play, 3rd down and 6.
Donovan Smith actually threw a block that time, but that was a good tackle by the Rice Owls to be able to keep the Cougars from getting that first down. Now, can you get a stop on 3rd and 6?
Yeah, you mentioned that about Smith. He had 5 touchdowns last season at Rice, 3 rushing and 2 passing. They're 2 for 6 on 3rd downs. They haven't needed a 3rd downs. They've been a big play offense and special teams. 3rd and 6 at the 33, their own territory. They lead 20-0. The clap, the snap comes back. Smith looks, chased, pushed outside by Floyd. Flag comes in, and Smith hunkers down and goes out of bounds in front of Larby. A hold coming against U of H, we think. Tank Jenkins had a handful of an Owls defensive lineman.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Isaiah Floyd. You saw Daly in there and Banish.
Holding, number 75, offense. The penalty is declined. 4th down.
Yep.
So the Owls will go back to return this punt. Tyson Thompson slaps hands with Sean Fresh. It'll be Thompson returning this punt.
You know, Thompson's got a little speed, JP.
He was an FCS All-American 2 years ago when he played for Houston Christian. Geelong, Australia product. Doherty back there to punt. By the way, my dad texted me he's never been to Geelong, if you're wondering. The kick is high. Back for Thompson. He gets popped at the 20 right as the ball comes in. No flag. He was not given the radius to return that, and they don't call it for a 2nd straight punt return. But this time Rice returns it. What am I missing, Nate?
You're not missing a thing. Ref's got to throw the flag. This is the 2nd time this has happened. You got to throw the flag, man.
The ball was recovered by the receiving team. 1st down.
Back at the 14-yard line. We get a look at the stream coming in.
Now, what I'm unclear about, I need to look at that again. I'm not sure if Thompson called for the fair catch.
Maybe it's an NFL discrepancy.
The previous play is under further review.
Okay, they're going to look at it, maybe a helmet to helmet, or the recovery of the possession. Are they saying it could be U of H football? I'm not sure.
They should have looked at the last one.
But the man with the neon Big 12 vest brings out that tripod, and it's got that portable monitor in it, covered in plastic, and they'll give the headset Kevin Voigtman, and he'll talk to the replay officials, Jeff Hatson and Ashley Miller here.
Just depends on whether or not there was a call for a fair catch. Young man took a heck of a lick to the helmet.
Well, there was no fair catch.
But he got there. See, that's the thing.
The helmet came in. There was helmet contact.
He got there before the ball got there.
Yeah, guilty party for Cougars on special teams, Latrell McCutcheon.
Yeah, he got there.
Could have targeting on him.
Woo!
And they didn't say what they were looking
It's
at.
timing. That's a bang-bang play right there, JP.
Yeah, the front of his face mask hit Thompson.
Yeah, that kid, I tell you, that is targeting. From here, that looks like targeting to me.
Here comes the call.
After further review, there's a personal foul for targeting on number 1 on the team. It's a 15-yard penalty from the dead ball spot. First down for Rice. Number 1 is disqualified.
Obviously, the folks in red don't like that call that ejects Latrell McCutcheon.
That's targeting, though. Any way you slice it, it's targeting.
And at this point of the half, you'll take any big gain like that. That's one of the Owls' bigger fortuitous plays there.
Well, it is, but I'm going to tell you something else about a play like that, is that it intimidates a team that is down 20-0. That's intimidating. Now, you got to come out and deliver some blows. The first thing you need to do is put some points on the board, but you have to establish what you're going to do, and the Rice Owls have not done that yet.
3 receivers to the right. Campbell, Dickman, and Sykes. One back is Connors. Snap, roll, Warner to the right. Throws on the run, dangerous. Intercepted at the 38. The flag comes in as it's picked off by the Cougars. Juwan Gaston, his first pick of the season if it stands. E.J. Warner got hit pretty hard there.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 92 defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
It's on Allen, so the Owls will keep the football here.
Did you hear what I just told you?
I did.
Let me tell you something, man. They are intimidated, and I'm not saying the defensive coach is telling them to lay these licks or lay the lumber, but you just feel it in the course of a game when you know you have an offense on the hook. You're down love 20. U of H is up 20-0. And those defenders out there right now, they're bringing it. Rice has to find a way out of it, man, and the penalties aren't going to do it when you're getting your players knocked to Jupiter.
Warner staying in the game, wanting to know what the play call is. No, but are they saying he has to leave now? Yeah, for one play, he has to leave because play was stopped. So, see, Drew DeVilliers, the true freshman, came in last week against TSU, went 2 for 2 for 15 yards, also ran it for 11 yards.
They haven't seen him.
DeVilliers, welcome to college football here. Trips to the right, lone back is Connors, right to left, Rice up to the 44, approaching the 2-minute timeout, down in a 20-0 hole. Snap, handoff Connors, runs up the middle, into Cougars territory, rolling for about 8-9 yards as Michael Batten from Seven Lakes High School and Houston Christian, Ulamon. 9 yards on the game. Warner back in there after that 9-yard run.
That's a good run right there. Now, what we have not seen tonight from the Rice Owls,
the 2-minute timeout.
We have not seen play action. None of that. And because you have such a fast Houston Cougar defense, this is a great time to do it, man.
Seen a couple screens, but no threat of the run game, so that
nullifies,
that nullifies the play action. 2-minute timeout here. All Cougars 20-0 lead for Rice. Remember, Rice gets the football to start the second half. This is Rice football from Learfield.
Owl fans know where to stay when they come to Houston. Courtyard by Marriott, Rice University is the preferred choice, whether cheering on Coach Bloomgren and the team or kicking off their Rice experience during O Week. Just minutes from Rice Village and only 3 miles to campus, we provide the right mix of convenience and accessibility. When you're hungry, stop by the bistro for either breakfast or evening options. Cheer for the Owls by raising a glass in the lounge and unwind with your favorite beverage. Call 713-661-5669 to make a reservation, and be sure to ask for the Rice University rate. We look forward to welcoming you.
Rice teams and traditions are legendary. Our team as strategic wealth designers are proud to be a partner of Rice Athletics. What an honor to be working together. When you're ready to discuss your financial future, call the team the Owls trust. We look forward to creating your winning strategy for retirement. Visit us at swdgroup.com today and go Owls.
Just before the half, a 2-minute timeout here. Houston 20 and Rice nothing. All Cougars in this one. They have dominated the stat board. We'll give the full breakdown at the break. Jordan Smith will have a Rice Athletics update with Bob Schlanger coming up in a bit. We'll have some stats and scores. We'll have a Mike Bloomgren, a highlight look back. Brant Banks was a hoot at the podium at Me Casino Monday night, so we'll hear some more of that. Give us a chance to refresh the makeup and take a deep breath again after this. I'd say I have gotten into hopefully a good pattern of not trying to speak for you, but I think we're both shocked at the results here in this first half.
I'm shocked because I thought the Rice Owls would be able to move the football. I didn't know that this would be the result. Run, pass, something. But we've not seen the run, nor the pass, nor special teams have any effect against this Houston Cougar football team. And that's what shocked me.
Graham Walker, the tight end to the left. The back is Connors as Warner is still back out there with an even 2 minutes left. 2nd and 1 play. Does that open up the playbook here? Remember, Rice gets the football to start the second half. You're on the wrong side of a 20-0 score here at U of H. Man in motion is Sykes. Snap. Warner looking left towards Sykes' direction. Turns back around. He's grabbed and he's sacked by Allen. Inside the 40. Clock at 150. Allen leads Big 12 interior defenders in rush defense. He can rush the pass as well. That's a 12-yard loss on that sack.
Pass protection, not good that time. And, you're looking at E.J. Warner again, not a big-time scrambler. He's a guy who likes to take the snap, get rid of the football. Nobody was open at that time. That was just good coverage by the secondary.
Got even worse news. It was a 3-yard loss. 3rd down and 13, actually. Back to pass is Warner looking left. Hit as he throws, caught by Connors at the 41 against the sideline. He gets bumped out at the 45. Halsey and Batten combining on that tackle. Carter held tight after that 4-yard gain. So, 4th down and 9. EJ's taking some hits out there tonight, Nate.
Yeah, he is. Well, first of all, you look at the plays, and the plays are slowly developing. And EJ is looking for his receivers downfield, and they're not open. So that's giving the defenders a chance to get to him because the offensive linemen aren't holding their blocks, and they should be holding the blocks at least 3 to 5 seconds.
Bichetta, his seventh punt of the first half. A sidewinder, Muse gives way. He deked the defense and dashed away from the football as it rolls into the end zone. 55 yards, but the first touchback of the season actually for Bichetta. So here now, you've got U of H with the football. 3 timeouts remaining in 1:04 with that big play capability. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Well, if it's me and I'm up 20-0 on Rice and I want to demoralize them right now, I go deep. So the Rice Owls have to realize what the play situation is and defend properly. Run the right play defensively.
Receiver short right is Williams. Manjack out there to the left. Muse in motion. The back is Sneed. Snap and quarterback draw. Running up ahead. Daly brings down Smith. Gained a yard on the play. Michael Daly from Alpine, Utah. BYU transfer. Became a daddy in summer camp. 48 seconds left. They don't seem to be in a hurry.
Why would they?
Probably one snap here and then go to intermission.
Yeah, if they were going to run a big play, they would have done it on the first play. So I don't think we're going to see that.
We'll be happy. Cougars red. The fans here in the house of that first half. Smith out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands it. Sneed plugs his way up the middle. Nothing fancy. Gets about 4 yards, maybe 5 past the 25. Whistles come in. Charlie Lewis, the tackle. But play is not halted. That'll do it for the first half. All Cougars 20-0. We'll have a Rice Athletics update when we come back next. Mike Bloomgren will join us the tail end of the halftime show when the Owls come out of the tunnel.
That is the end of the first
Houston
half.
20, Rice nothing. This is a Rice football from Learfield.
At True Anomaly Brewing, our greatest achievement lives in knowing that everything we've learned is yours to enjoy. While it may not be rocket science, we brew with the same detail and dedication learned while running mission operations for NASA. Taking risks is part of our DNA. We don't take them just to say we did, we take them because of the result. Bold brews we're proud to share with fellow adventure seekers. True Anomaly Brewing, beer for the explorers.
Big trip on the horizon? Before you depart, you gotta park. The parking spot is a simpler, easier way to navigate airport parking, and you can save when you book online. You're guaranteed a spot, and we even pick you up at your trunk in our yellow and black spotted shuttles and take you straight to the terminal. Parking and saving come full circle at The Parking Spot. The Parking Spot, proud sponsor of Rice University. Visit theparkingspot.com to reserve your spot today.
Cancer is never just cancer. It affects your entire body. At Houston Methodist Neal Cancer Center, we have the expertise to treat all of you. Leading oncologists use the latest technology, research, and treatments to stop your cancer, while specialists minimize its effects on major organs. There's a better approach to cancer care that heals all of you. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Okay, I'm not usually one to exaggerate, but you need to drop everything and get to Kohl's because they have so many ways to save right now. I just shopped their customer appreciation event, and not only did I get great deals on a bunch of fall styles, I also got 30% off because I'm a Kohl's card holder. Or if you're a rewards member, you get 20% off. Even non-members can save with 15% off. Plus, you can earn Kohl's cash too. So what are you waiting for? Hurry to Kohl's and thank me later. Offers end September 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
On the Rice Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to the IBEW Local Union 716 halftime show. Coming up, scores from around the country, highlights, and stats from our first half.
20-0 here at the halftime break. Houston leading your Rice Owls as we welcome you into the halftime report. Jordan Smith here as we send it to good old Bob with the update with what's happening around Rice Athletics.
Well, Jordan, kind of interesting week. Last week, a lot of home events. Everybody's on the road coming up for the next week. Soccer had a great game Thursday night. Defeated Tulsa 1-0. They go to 7-1-1. Their only loss is to Florida State that hasn't lost this decade. Actually, they're two-time defending national champions, and they played Florida State to a 3-0 loss, which is the best score any opponent has had against Florida State this year. So they go to 7-1-1, 1-0 in conference, and they're undefeated at home, 7-0-1 at home. They're on the road to USF, and they come back on September 26th when they host UAB for their next conference home match. Women's volleyball lost a tough one today in 3 sets to Creighton. Creighton's ranked in the top, depends on what poll you look at, 11, 9, whatever. They play, they're in Louisville. They play Northern Iowa tomorrow, and then they're back home on September 29th to host UTSA. On campus yesterday was the Rice Invitational men's and women's cross country. Gus Gannon was flying at the end of the race and won the men's race. He looked great, and he's back and will be a great middle distance runner for the Owls. The women won the meet, led by Heidi Nielsen, a transfer from Arkansas, and Olivia Kopek, who is a freshman from Poland. So a lot of good things. The women scored 21 points, and the best you can do in a cross-country meet is 15. So a couple of returners, but we'll be back. So They look to go on the road to Arkansas next week, so a good weekend for cross country, and everybody will be on the road. We'll be in West Point next weekend.
It's going to be a fun trip out to West Point, that's for sure.
Great trip, but we got to have to go, and we need to come out the first drive and show that we can move the ball on offense, and things will calm down a little bit.
Currently 20-0. Houston leading your Rice Owls here in this year's edition of the Bayou Bucket Classic. More coming up from the IBEW Local 716 halftime report with scores from around the country, first half recap, and adjustments for the second half. After this, it's Rice Owl football from Learfield.
Rice teams and traditions are legendary. Our team as strategic wealth designers are proud to be a partner of Rice Athletics. What an honor to be working together. When you're ready to discuss your financial future, call the team the Owls trust. We look forward to creating your winning strategy for retirement. Visit us at swdgroup.com today and go Owls.
North Star Pressure Washing is a full-service pressure washing company able to provide any type of exterior cleaning to your property, whether you're a small business looking to improve your appearance for your customers or you're a property owner looking to add curb appeal to your home. In addition to improving your property's appearance, our services will also protect your property from the damage mildew, algae, and other airborne contaminants can cause, thus extending the life of your home or property. Remember North Star Pressure Washing for all your pressure washing needs. Big or small, our company does it all.
Owl fans know where to stay when they come to Houston. Courtyard by Marriott, Rice University is the preferred choice, whether cheering on Coach Bloomgren and the team or kicking off their Rice experience during O Week. Just minutes from Rice Village and only 3 miles to campus, we provide the right mix of convenience and accessibility. When you're hungry, stop by the bistro for either breakfast or evening options. Cheer for the Owls by raising a glass in the lounge and unwind with your favorite beverage. Call 713-661-5669 to make a reservation, and be sure to ask for the Rice University rate. We look forward to welcoming you.
Attention thrill seekers and luxury enthusiasts. Ever wondered what it's like to command the road in a Porsche? Stop wondering and start driving. Right now at Porsche River Oaks, we are inviting you to take the driver's seat and feel the power of precision engineering with our exclusive test drives. Our knowledgeable team is ready to put you behind the wheel, allowing you to unleash the true potential of a Porsche. From the all-new design 2014 Cayenne to the versatile Macan, discover the thrill of performance and luxury craftsmanship of Porsche. Schedule your test drive at Porsche River Oaks today. Exclusive benefits to students and alumni. Go Owls!
You reminded me in the offseason, or like during camp, that you had played right tackle before at Nebraska. Once you get into live action here, how much different was it with all your, 13 starts last year at left guard? To me, novice compared to you, that seemed like it would be a big transition, but when the lights came on, how much different was it, if at all?
Yeah, it is different. It's a quicker position. Obviously, you're going against a different personnel. I think the biggest change is the speed. Speed to contact on the interior is quick, but the guys aren't as quick. On the edge, you might take 2, maybe 1.5 seconds before you even get into contact, and it got to be more patient, but also quicker. So it's a fine medium. It's fun.
You had a big moment in the offseason, one of your big life moments, hopefully even above football. You got married.
I did, yeah.
How awesome.
Yeah, I did. It was awesome. One of the greatest days of my life. Coach Vell was there. He got to come celebrate with us. We were down in Tulum, and we had a great time.
Yeah. How has that changed any perspective, seeing bachelor Brant Banks versus married man Brant Banks?
Not in football, no. I mean, it definitely it changes the home life, right? I have a wife waiting for me who's cooking dinner sometimes, I like to say, which is nice sometimes, but no, it doesn't change anything football-wise.
Daly on the team's also married, right?
He is.
And there's another.
Yes, so we have a couple married guys. Daly actually just had a kid.
Michael Daly, yeah.
Graham
right.
Daly, Graham Cracker Daly. Yeah, he's a great. He's a cute kid. We're all so excited for him. I got married throughout the offseason, but he had a baby in fall camp. Right, that's one of the toughest things I've ever even heard a teammate doing, and it's awesome because it's a great time. Everyone's super excited, but it's also a tiring time because you're in fall camp. So watching him juggle that and just how he came to work every day is amazing.
Whether running a marathon or walking your dog, every movement matters. But when you're in pain, simple activities can feel unbearable. At Houston Methodist Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our specialists can help you heal faster using the latest technology, minimally invasive procedures, and advanced physical therapy. As the top-ranked hospital in Texas, we have the expertise to keep you moving and help you get back to doing the things you love. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Big trip on the horizon? Before you depart, you gotta park. The parking spot is a simpler, easier way to navigate airport parking, and you can save when you book online. You're guaranteed a spot, and we even pick you up at your trunk in our yellow and black spotted shuttles and take you straight to the terminal. Parking and saving come full circle at the parking spot. The Parking Spot, proud sponsor of Rice University. Visit theparkingspot.com to reserve your spot today.
You ready for the big game? Fuel up for game day at Salad and Go. Whether you're tailgating, playing in the game, or cheering from home, make sure you've got your game day greens. From fresh salads to hearty wraps and refreshing drinks, Salad and Go has what you need to fill up and feel great. Score big with game day greens from Salad and Go. It's just what you need to win the day. Find a drive-thru near you at saladandgo.com or order online at saladandgo.com.
At Shoppers, we get all kinds of John Deere tractor questions, like what horsepower tractor do I need? Do I need a four-wheel or two-wheel drive? What kind of attachments do I need for my John Deere tractor? The Shoppers tractor experts have the answers to all those questions, or you can go online and create your own John Deere tractor with our Build It, Price It, Own It tool. It will give you costs along with finance options. You can see all our specials by Googling Shoppers at SHOPPAS. Shoppers, your John Deere tractor experts and proud sponsor of Rice Owl Athletics.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Rice University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of Rice and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by Rice University.
Rice Owls trailing Houston at the break by a 20-0 count. We'll go in depth with some stats coming up next segment before the start of the second half. Can tell you, 20-0 Houston. That's a lopsided stat board as well. The Cougars have outgained Rice 217-59 at the break. Here's some finals and some running scores in the American Athletic Conference side of things. Arkansas defeated UAB today in Fayetteville 37-27. How about Charlotte? I don't know how they did it. Well, I can tell you they got a 21-point fourth quarter and just squeaked by FCS Gardner-Webb there at Jerry Richardson Stadium. 27-26. Biff Poggi and the 49ers get their first dub of the season. South Florida trying to pull away in the second half. The Bulls lead our former Conference USA friend Southern Miss 35-21. Bulls at the Rock in the Berg. 42-7, Texas leading UTSA. Quinn Ewers went down in that game. It's Arch Manning's show right now. FIU and FAU at the half in Boca, 24-7. Tom Herman looking for his first win of the season. Memphis defeated Florida State today, 20-12. Texas Tech blows out North Texas today, 66-21. Oklahoma State goes next door and beats Tulsa 45-10. Coastal Carolina wins in Philly 28-20. Owls go down to 0-3. Oklahoma used a strong fourth quarter to beat Tulane 34-19. Greenies now 1-2, but both of their losses to top 25 teams. App State wins at East Carolina 21-19 in favor of App State. And that'll do it for me for now. Nate, what you got?
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Kentucky leading number 1 Georgia at the half, 6-3.
Shootout.
It's a baseball score, but it's still a lead, okay? Texas leading UTSA, just mentioned that, 42-7 in the fourth quarter. Georgia better look out here. Ole Miss, they're playing like a number 5 team should be playing at Wake Forest, 33-6 with about 8:02 remaining in that game. Nebraska 21, Northern Iowa 3 in the third quarter. Tennessee at the half, 65-0 over Kent State. Yeah, 65-0 over Kent State. What do you do in the second half?
Well, you got to play. Running clock, I guess.
Oh, my God. Michigan, 28 over Arkansas State today, 18. Alabama, 42. Wisconsin, 10. That's your final. Oklahoma State over Tulsa, 45-10. LSU, a 3-point winner over South Carolina, 36-33. The rest are finals. Utah over Utah State, 38-21. Notre Dame just routed Purdue, 66-7. And Oregon over Oregon State, 49-14. So we'll continue with the games that are underway throughout the course of the game.
One update, Sam Houston at Bauer Stadium in Huntsville leading Hawaii 24-13. Stay tuned. And the Battle of Haight, 100 miles of Haight, Western Kentucky and Middle Tennessee. It's all Hilltoppers, 49-14 in Murfreesboro. Stay tuned. We'll hear from Coach Bloomgren and have some stats in the start of the second half coming up next. Houston 20, Rice nothing. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Attention thrill seekers and luxury enthusiasts. Ever wondered what it's like to command the road in a Porsche? Stop wondering and start driving. Right now at Porsche River Oaks, we are inviting you to take the driver's seat and feel the power of precision engineering with our exclusive test drives. Our knowledgeable team is ready to put you behind the wheel, allowing you to unleash the true potential of a Porsche. From the all-new designed 2014 Cayenne to the versatile Macan, discover the thrill of performance and luxury craftsmanship of Porsche. Schedule your test drive at Porsche River Oaks today. Exclusive benefits to students and alumni. Go Owls!
Okay, I'm not usually one to exaggerate, but you need to drop everything and get to Kohl's because they have so many ways to save right now. I just shopped their customer appreciation event, and not only did I get great deals on a bunch of fall styles, I also got 30% off because I'm a Kohl's card holder. Or if you're a rewards member, you get 20% off. Even non-members can save with 15% off. Plus, you can earn Kohl's cash too. So what are you waiting for? Hurry to Kohl's and thank me later. Offers end September 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer for those who don't follow trends but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery with only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories. This is a premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. So don't just raise a glass, raise a flight by Yingling, official beer partner of Rice Athletics and now available everywhere in Texas. The Yingling Company, Fort Worth, Texas. Please enjoy responsibly.
North Star Pressure Washing is a full-service pressure washing company able to provide any type of exterior cleaning to your property, whether you're a small business looking to improve your appearance for your customers or you're a property owner looking to add curb appeal to your home. In addition to improving your property's appearance, our services will also protect your property from the damage mildew, algae, and other airborne contaminants can cause, thus extending the life of your home or property. Remember North Star Pressure Washing for all your pressure washing needs. Big or small, our company does it all.
Second half action is set to begin. The third quarter is brought to you by True Anomaly Brewing Company. True Anomaly, Houston's most unique brewery.
Well, the start of the second half coming up in moments with Nate Griffin. I'm JP Heath, and we'll hear from head coach Mike Bloomgren coming up here in moments. The web stream folks will have the first right, and Metco is a gentleman. He's going to let the sideline woman have that right. Actually, okay, here's Jason. Okay. But see how quick I reacted, though, Jason? Boom, cut left, and I'm going right there. I can juke it.
We like to get a touchdown that fast.
I got the quick feet.
We like to get a score just that fast.
So Cougars have outgained Rice at the break, 217-59. I do the arithmetic. Actually, they give us this whole monitor to tell us. Yards per play, 7 for U of H.
Oh, my goodness.
And Rice, 2.4 yards per play. But time of possession, Houston, a quick strike team, has still held the ball 3 minutes more than Rice, 16:40 to 13:20. And I'm no football magician, but I know you got to keep the ball on the field. Rice 0 for 7 on third downs, and U of H just 2 of 7. But they've had the big plays on the first and second downs. Donovan Smith, 7 of 11 passing for 99 yards, their leading rusher. Stacy Sneed, 65 on one play, but he totaled 79 yards at the break. E.J. Warner, 7 of 14 passing for 23 yards. Dean Connors, the Owls' leading rusher, 21 yards on 5 carries. Jason has Coach.
Coach, 3 big plays for them. How do you guys find a big play?
Yeah, that's exactly the thing. We've got to be more consistent on offense. We got to find a way to get this ball in the box on this drive and turn this back into a ball game, because we were playing too well on defense aside from those 2 big plays and the 2 special teams miscues. So we've got to do this for our team right now. We got to get our offense to get going.
And how do you find plays on third down especially?
Yeah, you know what? Some of them are there. We got to make them. That's the deal. We got to make sure we take what's there for us, really take everything and give them nothing.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Coach.
He
Thank
said
you,
a lot.
Jason. Yeah, he always gives us great substance.
He said a lot. He said the plays are there. We got to make them. You know who? Never mind. I won't get into that right now. But
Okay.
I'll just tell you. Every man has to do his 1/11th. Okay?
A T
That's
is what we
bottom
call it
line.
in the business.
That's right.
The Rice Owls trailing the Cougars here, about to start the second half in the next minute or so. I didn't get to the defensive stats, but 4 Owls have 4 tackles to share in the tackle lead. Charlie Lewis, Gabriel Taylor, Josh Piercy, and Sean Fresh. Latrell McCutcheon, 4 tackles in that first half. McLaurin and Batten each have 3 tackles in that first half. I can't get over third down. Like, Rice is 0 of 7. U of H only 2 of 7. When you have the big plays, and especially the big special teams play, that added up shows you what's going on.
You know, I was talking to some folks from the University of Houston, and the one thing they said was that this offensive line of U of H, they haven't played together that much. Tonight, they seem to be kind of locking in. Now, it helps to have a 6'3", 235-pound quarterback that can shake off a defender, that can run and that can throw, and that knows when he's in danger and knows what to do. That helps. So, a little bit of a difference there. We're seeing their offensive line sort of win this thing tonight against the Rice offensive line.
Would not mind whatsoever as the Cougars, Joseph, check that, Jack Martin will be kicking it off as we get approval to start things. Cougars 20 and Rice nothing. Last time Rice overcame a halftime deficit to win was almost 2 years ago at La Tech. They're down 3 at the half and 1 in OT, so they'll have to overcome a larger deficit here now. 16 seconds left to kick it. Martin comes to it, toe to leather, line drive, opening kick as Jackson goes down, and it whizzes by his right ankle and goes out of bounds on a very low sinking kick. They'll bring it out to the 25, left to right. We talked a little about Warner. I think some things have been there, but he hasn't had enough of a true pocket and enough time. 7 of 14 for only 23 yards.
That's exactly it. He's got to find a way to make a play, and I'm not sure if he's thrown off of his back foot because he doesn't seem to get enough on the passes that he's throwing. 3 times tonight, he's had wide open receivers and hadn't been able to hit them because he's been dealing with defensive pressure. But still, quarterbacks at this level can do that.
All right, Owls go. 4 wide receivers. Mahar, the tight end, in motion. Snap, handoff to Connors, and he is plowed in the backfield and dropped for a loss by Carlos Allen. He poses a big strut, flexing to the other sideline in front of the Rice bench. And they say no gain. 2nd and 10 now. The Owls are the 20. They say a loss. I'm marking at the 24. I got news. The drive started at the 25.
Predictable. You come out with a run because you got to be confident. And Rice is going to take some chances.
Gruen and Walker to the right. 2nd and 10. Back to pass is Warner. Looks over the middle. Hard throw, caught, and lunging forward is Campbell. Kobe stretching near the 30. Jamal Morris from Fort Bend Bush. And OU, the stop at the 29 for 4 yards. 3rd down and 6. Rice left to right in the road whites. Blue numerals, silver helmets.
Rice has to get this first down. Kobe Campbell's in the game. He's your speedster. if you got to tell your offensive, look, give me enough time to get the ball to Kobe. Kobe's got to outrun somebody, and he can.
And Walker's not pulling a trailer either. He's slot right side. 3rd and 6 to 29. Left or right. Campbell now down in the backfield. Here's the snap to Warner. Looks middle. Pressure comes. Throws right. Caught on the run at the 31 and a big pop. Helmet-to-helmet contact as Sykes is dropped down by Jawan Gaston. No doubt this one will be looked at, perhaps, for targeting, as that's the automatic reaction. If it's what we think it is, that helmet-to-helmet smash.
You can hear it.
We're right on top of it. We can see that.
Yeah, this is a very intimate stadium, and especially this announcer's booth. You can see and hear everything. And that was a helmet-to-helmet hit. Now, will they judge it?
Personal foul.
There it is.
Targeting, number 21, defense. The play is under further review.
But see, here's the thing with college football, though, JP. You got guys who can play. You got backups. They got a few 3, 4, 5 chippers here, right? So, blue chippers I'm talking about. So, if a guy gets thrown out of a game for targeting, you got another guy who can play.
Next man up, right?
Yes, that's it. Next man up, man. Intimidate. Keep the intimidation. They're not stopping. They're not stopping what they've been doing. This is the 3rd time.
Latrell McCutcheon was tossed for targeting in the first half. And this is on Jawan Gaston. I don't remember if I made this joke or reference in that first time, but anytime we think it's targeting, the Zebras, they see something else sometimes. And it's about the position of the helmet, where it hits the helmet of the receiver, in this case Sykes.
Well, you can hear it.
He hauled it in. And then...
Yeah, you could hear it.
That was right in the left ear hole there of Sykes.
Yes, sir. It wasn't a guess. You could hear that. That was, and you could hear it.
It's 20-0 Houston. First minute 19 of this second half. Cougars 3 big plays: a pass, a rush, and a punt return for a score for the first half scoring.
Cougars have not been intimidated tonight at all. Not threatened at all. Not surprised at all. You got to find a way to do something that's going to make them a little uneasy. And the right
side. After further review, the ruling of targeting with the crown of the helmet is conferred. The 15-yard penalty will be enforced. Number 21 is disqualified from the rest of the game.
So Gaston is a backup. Let's see who they bring in his stead. Maybe the starter McLaurin back in there.
But, JP, that's the 3rd time tonight. So, evidently, they're not really worried about it. 3 times, 3 targeting penalties, you're up 20-0.
Long, the right guard, has left. See who's in his spot. Yeah, Weston Kropp, our guy from Biloxi, he's the new right guard. Connors the back. Snap Warner, flares it out to Connors, takes it around the left end of 45. A flag comes in. Another yellow hanky rains down from the dark Houston sky. Michael Batten there to finish it up, but in the area of a Rice illegal use of hands or a face mask. But we could have 2 flags on one call or 2 separate calls offsetting, but
it's a 15-yard penalty.
Holding on 10? Rice on 1.
Holding
10.
Number 2 offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
It's against Kobe Campbell. Mark it back.
Come on, Kobe. You're better than that.
That'll be 10 yards from the spot. So roughly 1st and 20 or 1st and 19 coming up. Or 18 perhaps. Yeah, we'll be 1st and 20 back at the 37. Right below us, Al's left to right. Still a goose egg on the board. Cougars 20, Rice nothing at a 1st and 20. They're on 37. Gruen, the tight end, in motion. Walker, receiver to the left. Shotgun snap. Looking left. Throwing left. It's caught by Jackson. Nowhere to go. Gets spun around and dropped well behind the line of scrimmage to the 30. Jamal Morris to bring down Jackson there. Could not turn that corner for a loss of 6 yards to the 31. 2nd down, and got to get to Pearland for the 1st down.
Those plays aren't working. I mean, we've seen how many different screens now. They're not working, and I know there's a little hesitation to go down the field, but right now, this Cougar defense, all they have to do, They're playing a single deep safety.
Got the one safety Webb out there. 2nd and 26. The Owls are on 31. Jackson still the back. 4 to snap, 3 to snap, 2 to snap, 1 to snap. Here it comes. Waist high. Warner looking middle. Warner stepping up. Flips it up the middle to Jackson. Nothing there. And he is pushed back. Got 1, maybe 2. 33-yard line. Jalen Garner got a couple there. So 3rd down and long. Yeah. The new DC, no surprise, came from Tulane. Sheil Wood, of course. Tulane last season, top 25 defense. All 4 years, Coach Wood has been a DC or co-DC. He's had a top 25 rush defense. Last season, U of H was 108th. He's already made his impact.
But see, in this game, they changed the defense up so fast. They went from a single deep safety to a 2 deep safety.
What do you call this?
And brought their corners up.
Cover 8. 3 down linemen, rest of the defenders back on the 3rd down and 25. Back to pass Warner, just checks down to Francisco, spins out of an arm tackle at the 40, goes up the numbers to the 44. Got 12, maybe 11 there, Jamal Morris. Yeah, they're so good at playing that shell and not letting you beat them deep. Warner hasn't had a lot to work with. 4th and 13 now. Rice will punt.
That's unbelievable. That is unreal. They drop 4.
Makai Muse is back. It's kind of a big back-breaking play in the first quarter. He had a 75-yard punt return for a touchdown. Hargan, one of the up men blocking. Deep snapper is Wyatt Freeman from Bakersfield, California. Deep snap comes back. Bichetta right leg, high skyscraper. Coming back to Muse. Windmills his right arm, signifying the fair catch, and he makes it in front of the Owls punt returner, Fresh. A 51-yard hanger there for Mr. Bichetta. Timeout on the field. Cougars will start the ball at their 16 when we come back. 1st and 10. All Cougars 20-0 over Rice. 10:53 the second. It's Rice football from Learfield.
You ready for the big game? Fuel up for game day at Salad and Go. Whether you're tailgating, playing in the game, or cheering from home, make sure you've got your game day greens. From fresh salads to hearty wraps and refreshing drinks, Salad and Go has what you need to fill up and feel great. Score big with game day greens from Salad and Go. It's just what you need to win the day. Find a drive-thru near you at saladandgo.com or order online at saladandgo.com.
Rice fans, need a place to stay while watching your Owls play ball? Located just steps from campus is the Hilton Houston Medical Center. Visit us today at houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount. Again, that's houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount now.
10:53 to go, 3rd quarter from U of H, and it's all Cougs so far in this one, 20-0. Injury updates: John Long, the starting right guard, taken off before the start of the second half on the cart. Not seen him return. And also Marcus Williams officially out now with that right knee injury. He had an ice pack taped around that knee into the latter stages of the first half. Nate and JP.
First of all, you look at this team now, right? And you say, okay, we have 10:53 remaining in the 3rd quarter. They are still, they're looking for answers right now. And I got to ask you something, JP.
Gut check time?
It's a little bit more than gut check time. It's a little bit more.
I know you're going.
You know where I'm going?
Go south a little.
Okay, I will.
The official Rice Athletics tailgate area located east of Rice Stadium. Rice fans of all ages can enjoy a great pregame experience that'll feature food, beverages, and inflatables. Tailgate alley, food trucks, shaved ice treats. They have an all-new video screen. You can watch some other college football games. Some good tailgate entertainment as well. You can check out the schedule at riceowls.com for that tailgate concert series. And I want you out there early, September 28th, before that game against Charlotte. Come out, support the Owls in that new Owl Walk tradition 2 hours before kick. That's 2 weeks from today. We don't have the kick time of Charlotte, but it will be a wee early one, a high noon Eastern time coming up next week.
At Army?
Army, yeah.
Love going to Army. That is such a great trip.
All right, Smith starting this series. 7 of 11 passing, only 99 yards, but his ground game has gotten him 118 yards. He's in the shotgun. 3 receivers set. Right to left they go, leading 20-0. A snap, a handoff, dipping underneath the Snead, curls around to the right side, and he is strung out and brought down the 20-yard line. Got 2 or 3 yard line. Take a number on that Owls left side of the defense. Piercy Banish goes for 4 yards. Second down at 6 at the 20.
Yeah, he got tackled awkwardly as well. He's a great change of direction guy. If that hole isn't there, he can scat out of it and actually get to the edge, and that causes a problem for a defense. Now you're uneven in coverage.
Sanford checks in as the back now. Wilson, the wideout, native of Houston, to Decaney High School. Smith, 10-13 to go, 2nd and 6. Their own 20. Snap, play action. Looks left, throws left. Manjack, two-handed catch. Turns to the numbers. Jukes the defender, comes outside the 30. Back inside, away from Tita. And then Blaze Tita hops on the pile with Max Ahoy at the 35-yard line. Andrew Alway as well, but not before they get 15 yards up this sideline. And all this, and Manjack really hasn't had a big impact, and he's their big play guy.
Doesn't need to. They've been running the ball all night long. But Manjack is a big-time player, 6'3", 205. He's a junior out of Tomball. And, you know, you look at Ahoya, it's 5'11".
Marquise Shoulders, Katie Tompkins star, and Tulsa transfer in there. They fake the jet sweep to him, back to pass. Smith standing on his tippy toes, rolls to his right, throws right, caught against the chest by Shoulders, takes it back up the middle of the field, and got a big hit from Blake Banish, who is a little bit late getting up the 35-yard line. No gain. 2nd down and 10. And the big Needville Rice farmer pops up. Kind of did a push-up with his wrist there. He's standing up, and the Rice training crew is getting all the attention of Banish here.
You need Banish in the game. He's your run stopper.
Isaiah Floyd checks in his place. Yeah, I think more Larby. Larby moves over. Floyd moves over in that 3-tech, and Larby comes up. Got his MBA at Rice. 2nd down and 9 at the 36. Cougars 20, Rice nothing. 46 times these two teams have played. Today, the 50th anniversary of the first Bayou Bucket. Bill Yeoman of the number 19 Cougars won 20-0. A snap, a handoff right side, and the back is stood up. That defensive left line of scrimmage. Sanford got 1, maybe 2 yards. 3rd down, Bonita 8 coming up. Their own 37-yard line. Snead back in there as the back. They're only 2 of 7 on their 3rd downs. Shoulders goes out.
Daly's back in there, or Daly's back in there, rather.
Near way is Williams. York, the tight end, in there. They go 4 wide. Now they empty it. Snead comes out of the backfield. Shotgun. 3rd down and 8. Their own 37. Owls bring some pressure off the edge. Snap. Flag comes in as it's thrown left to Snead. He gets turned around in traffic and slammed down at the 30, but let's see about this laundry here. Arkansas on that last tackle. This could work for the Cougars, as I believe the Owls were offside.
Offside, number 33, defense. 5-yard penalty. 3-play 3rd down.
That's a veteran, Myron Morrison, too. You can't have that.
Well, that goes from 3rd and 8 to 3rd and 3. You're talking about a tough 3rd down to a makeable 3rd down. With 8:12 remaining in the 3rd quarter, you need the ball. You need the ball.
Third down and 3 now near the 8-minute mark, the 42. All Cougars 20-0 lead over Rice. Man in motion is Williams, the Temple product. Temple, Texas. Great place to be. Snap, a toss to the right side. Snead trying to turn his way around the end, and he got near the sideline and then pushed near the 45-yard line. And that's right at this change. They will give him the 1st down. Arkansas was there, but that penalty will hurt the Owls in a couple of ways. Moved them ahead, and then they just got the chains on that far way. You hate that.
Yeah, that's the old 28 toss. And Snead, a guy who can run as fast as he can, not a problem for him to get that 3.
They've run about 4 backs in there. Burnett in there again.
That's what they're doing.
Manjack in motion. Shotgun snap to Smith. fakes it to Burnett. Rolling back to pass to his left. Lewis pressures him as he throws it deep near way out of bounds at the 40 to Williams as Ahoya was blanketed on him. Second down and 10 at the 46-yard line. Cougars trying to extend a series winning streak against Rice at home. They've won 7 straight at home against Rice.
It was a good play by Lewis that time, getting some pressure on Smith. And this guy's not easy to rattle. It's a pretty complete player.
Yeah, Smith, 9 of 14 for $115. A touchdown, no picks. Second and 10 at their own 46. Right to left, the red-clad Cougars. Snap, handoff, and Burnett plows his way up the middle. Meets the Owls' stiff defensive front. They're at the 48, the 49-yard line. Michael Larby and Charlie Lewis in tandem at the 48. Might give him the 49. 4 yards, 3rd and 6.
Considering the offense hasn't given you a lot, the defense really has played pretty good, JP.
Not terrible.
And that's what Mike Bloomgren was saying. The defense has played well, but the offense has not been able to cash in. That's unfortunate.
Twin receivers left side, Manjack to the right. They put Johnson in motion. Snap Smith, looking right of the way. Looks middle, moves to his right, throws. It's caught by Williams. Outruns Larby, the defensive lineman. First down the 40 along the sideline and pushed out inside the 35 by Sean Fresh. They'll give him the 33-yard line at 18 yards. No bueno, Nate, no good.
Yeah, they by the time that the pass was thrown, they were already halfway down the field.
Pistol, they try to hurry things up, but clapping the snap, the handoff right side, bouncing his way around the right end. Back is slammed down. Okay, it's not fair when you go. Okay, that was Sanford. That was their starter. And tackle made on that far away by Josh Piercy.
Well, that's designed to kind of change the pace up. They have about 3 or 4 different change of pace running backs. And when you have that kind of depth and it's working, that makes it tough for a defense.
One receiver right, Twins left. One of those Johnson, the other one Manjack. Shotgun snap, Smith. Second down and 3 at the 28. He'll keep it to the right, the short side. First down, 20. Breaks a tackle inside the 15 and gets hit out for getting the first down run by Sean Fresh at the 13-yard line. Death by paper cuts here. 13 yards on that run around the right side. Big fella can scoot it.
Yeah, he's got some agility too. Did you see him with that leg lift? And he's very athletic. There's no question about that. Hadn't played his college football before coming here at Texas Tech, and this guy's he's pretty special. He's showing you what he can do.
Yeah, grew up in Las Vegas. High school ball at Fame, Wolford Friendship. Dad now the running backs coach for the Minnesota Vikings. First and 10, the 13 snap, and a handoff. And the Houston back slithers through behind the right guard, Jenkins, and Sanford's brought down right at the 10. 3 yards. Arroyo Morris gobbled him up there. Second down and 7, right at the 10-yard line. Cougars trying to punch it in the box again. They lead Rice 20-0.
Yeah, and they're subbing in another back. So, you know, it's the attack by back is what it is, and you know Rice is going to have to show they can stop it.
The new back is Burnett. They have a wing off the right side. Twins left. Receiver in motion. Snap. Handoff. Burnett plows left guard, and the dog pile ensues there at the 8. Got a couple yards. Burnett coming off the bottom of the pile. Third down, 5. Inside the 10. This is a points play, Nate Griffin, as Blake Banish back on the field made that tackle.
Yeah, good to see him back on the field. Now, you know, look, and you know, the other thing is that the Rice Owls have not gotten any turnovers tonight. U of H has been very, very careful with the football. They haven't turned it over. They haven't given Rice that opportunity.
Receiver right is Manjack. Receiver to the left is Wilson. Third down and 5 at the 8. Snap, Smith. Fakes it, runs it right. A little shovel pitch ahead. Caught by the receiver, York, and he is blasted down inside the 5, close to the first down. There's a flag back in the backfield. That's one way to do it if you're Smith.
You know, the Rice Owls...
There is no foul for participating after a helmet came off. The player stopped. 4th down.
It's Myron Morrison who grabbed his headgear going to the far way now.
The player must leave the game for one play.
We know.
Owls got to do a little bit better job tackling. You know, if you hit, you got to wrap. Got to bring the man down.
You know, they're physical. I mean, the big line, obviously, but they seem slender, but they've got some punch to them.
That's that leg push. You know, and these guys are big, but you know, the thing about Rice is that Rice is very comparable to him.
Nate, they're going for a 4th down, about half a yard here, 3:20 mark, 3:19, 3:18, leading 20-0 here in this third quarter. Snap, a handoff left side, and a brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Boyd brings down the back. Sanford, best play of the night for Rice as they get the football back. Yes. Not over yet.
Larby in there too.
Timeout on the field will break it as well. 3:14 to this third. Houston 20, Rice nothing. They'll have the ball at their own 7 when we come back. It's Rice football, and you know what? It's from Learfield.
Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer for those who don't follow trends but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery with only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories. This is a premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. So don't just raise a glass, raise a flight by Yingling, official beer partner of Rice Athletics and now available everywhere in Texas. The Yingling Company, Fort Worth, Texas. Please enjoy responsibly.
Football fans are passionate, just like John Deere fans. And if you're a John Deere person, the name you know is Shoppers. In football, it's about calling the right plays. The right call for John Deere equipment is Shoppers. Shoppers has the right size John Deere tractor with attachments for any job. You can build your tractor online with Shoppers' exclusive Build It, Price It, Own It tool. See all our John Deere specials by Googling Shoppers at SHOPPAS. It's time for you to make the right call. Shoppers, your John Deere tractor experts and proud sponsor of Rice Owl Athletics.
You're listening to Rice Football. Third quarter action is brought to you by True Anomaly Brewing Company. True Anomaly, Houston's most unique brewery.
With Nate Griffin, I'm JP Heath. A little bit of good news. You know, we're optimistic by nature.
Yes.
You got to cling to that hope that
that's right.
Rice makes a defensive stand. The Cougars have it for a little over 6 minutes and 14 plays, but Rice gets the football back. Now, what do you do with it at your own 7?
To be honest with you, I really don't know. I mean, I've not seen the run. I've not seen the pass. I've not seen the Rice Owls come out with anything like what we saw last week. But we knew that we're playing 2 different teams now. But if you have some creativity, now is the time to use it. We've not seen the play action. U of H has used the play action, but we've not seen any play action from Rice at all. And I know that you want to have the run working when you go with the play action because obviously that's a different element and a different phase in which the defenders have to defend and be aware of. But at the same time, you've got to try something because what they have been doing is not working.
Cougars 289 on the total yardage front. Rice only 73 total yards. They came in after the Sam Houston and TSU games, averaging a shade over 400 yards. But all it takes, play or 2 back-to-back, and you're back in this one. But right now it's a 3-possession game. Cougars man halting at the 3:14 mark. Rice starting this drive at their own 7. Worst field position so far. Snap, hand to Atkins. Finds a crease right side. Turns around and gets hit in the back. Smack between the 2 and the 1. Zykeia Strong came up to drop him. Got a couple yards. And Jalen Garner makes that tackle and assistance too. 2nd and 8 at the 9.
No, the other thing, JP, is that when you're down 20-0 and the clock is just moving, not in your favor, when you have to run the football, boy, does that slow the game up. Oh, my goodness. And the clock just keeps right on running.
Clock is not their friend.
No.
Drive started at the 7 for the record, so it is up to the 9 now. Here's the snap. Warner. Ball's tipped on a pass from the right side. Picked off at the 4. Wrestled down. Grant Banks brings down the Cougar that intercepted it. Jalen Garner.
The ball was caught by the defense. First down, Houston.
At the 1. Shades of the play here 2 years ago that turned the tide. Remember, they had that 12-yard pick 6.
Yep.
Owls eventually came back inches away from tying it. Bam.
Wow, man. I tell you, in a game like this, a quarterback that has to sit in the pocket and wait for his receivers to get open, that could be tough.
Safe to say, I don't have to look at it. From 36-year stat man Bob Schlinger, he was 15 when he started. This is the Cougars' best starting field position at the Rice 1.
No question about that.
Yeah.
No question about that.
All right, first and goal at the 1. Other than that, how's the play, Mrs. Lincoln? Here's the snap. A zone read play. Pulls it off of Barnett's hip. And Smith goes in for his first rushing touchdown of the season. All Cougars 26-0.
Man, talk about a tough night. You didn't just want to give it to him like that. That was a one-play drive there. One-play drive, you're in the end zone. Thanks to an interception. And that's why Rice didn't want to throw the ball. You know, we talked about how you want to run the ball coming from deep in your own territory. And that's why Rice didn't want to throw the ball for situations like this. But you have to stop being so predictable because you knew they were going to run if you're U of H. Are they going for 2 here?
They are going for 2, and Smith out of that pistol. Remember, they missed that PAT earlier. Muse in the motion. Snap. Smith. Throw back to the left side, coming back towards it, catching at the 1.
No.
The receiver York, but he did not break the plane, had to come back for that football. So, there's that. 26-0. Houston leads, and timeout on the field. 2:24 to go this third. This is Rice football from Learfield.
Behind every door at Houston Methodist, you know what to expect. Expertise. Whether it's life-saving brain surgery, your 3D mammogram that catches breast cancer sooner, or orthopedic specialists helping you feel stronger than ever. With hundreds of doors across Houston, you can get expert care everywhere.
That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Attention thrill seekers and luxury enthusiasts. Ever wondered what it's like to command the road in a Porsche? Stop wondering and start driving. Right now at Porsche River Oaks, we are inviting you to take the driver's seat and feel the power of precision engineering with our exclusive test drives. Our knowledgeable team is ready to put you behind the wheel, allowing you to unleash the true potential of a Porsche. From the all-new design 2014 Cayenne to the versatile Macan, discover the thrill of performance and luxury craftsmanship of Porsche. Schedule your test drive at Porsche River Oaks today. Exclusive benefits to students and alumni. Go Owls!
.224 remaining in the third quarter. Right now, U of H has a commanding lead, 26-0 on your Rice Owls. Our association is a permanent group representing and providing support for all Rice University letter winners. At this time, we would like to recognize any former student athletes that are listening, Thank you for your continued support and dedication. JP?
Yeah, appreciate everybody tuning in. You can catch us many ways. Rice Owls Game Day app, the Varsity Network app, riceowls.com. Also on our In the Booth feeds, social media, the stream In the Booth. Well, all Cougars 26-0. A pick gave the Cougars the ball at the 1, and they punched it in. 1 play, 1 yard, 5 seconds, and a 2-point try failed. And they go up 27-0.
Right now, on the big board, they're showing some University of Houston players having some pretty good games. Marcus Jones, Ed Oliver, Tank Dell. That's Ed Oliver with a sack of Tua Tagovailoa before he was hit with the concussion.
How about that?
Man, that's tough.
How does he come back again?
I don't know, JP. I don't
know how much of his, if he doesn't play with the insurance covers.
I think it's guaranteed, right?
It's guaranteed, but
here's
$200 million. But
here's what his coach told him. He said, "You are the quarterback, leader of your family, I believe." Mike McDaniel told him that. And look, man, you got to look at that. You really do after concussions he's had to deal with.
All right, boys and girls. 26-0 Houston. It is getting late early here.
Yeah, that's true.
The crowd has thinned as Martin, toe to leather, kicks a high end-over-end one against the sideline. Jackson wisely does not touch it. The hanky comes out. It was out of bounds at around the 2.
Kick out of bounds by the kicking team. The ball would be placed on the 35-yard line. First down.
Not to be negative Nelly, but the best plays for the Owls tonight have been penalties from the Cougars.
That's unfortunate. And you know something else? They made Rice one-dimensional in the big 3 phases of the game. Special teams, offense, defense. Special teams they've taken completely out of the mix. They've taken the offense completely out of the mix. So the only thing that you have that phase is defense. And the defense has played well, but the offense hasn't really helped them at all.
Thompson left side, Maharo right as the tight end, but now moves to the left. Sykes near way. Connors the back next to Warner. 14 to snap it. Comes back, handoff to Connors. He gets twisted and hit on the left side and grabbed around the ankle, the knee, the funny bone. Slam back, lost a couple. Second down. Maybe to say a loss, yard and a half. Tegan Wilk leading the charge. East Carolina transfer. He played in that game last season across the way, across 288 at Rice, and had a pick. Rice winning that game late against the Pirates last year. 2nd and 11. Rice, it's on 34, left to right. Right hand on the ball. Stickle about to snap it back in the gun. Dickman in motion. Shotgun snap to Warner. Looking Dickman's direction. Right-handed thrower. Spiral caught near the sideline end. Dickman moves up past the 40. Bumped out of bounds at the 41. Dickman's 3rd catch of the year. 6 yards. 3rd down and 4.
You know, you want a team to throw deep, right? But you got to look at the coverage in which, you know, U of H is running. And I tell you something else about their corners. Their corners are fast. The safeties drop back.
They play no games.
No.
Yeah.
And they will come up and hit you.
Rice is 0 for 8 on 3rd downs. Walker left. Dickman there behind Sykes near way. He goes back to the backfield. And now Warner says, get out of there. He motions him away as Warner's out of the shotgun on a 3rd and 4. Back to pass. Looks over the middle behind Dickman. Incomplete at the interlocking U of H logo. And Dickman's helmet is lost. Jeremiah Wilson, SMU transfer from the Hilltop, smacks him down. The Owls, and they're thinking about it. They're mulling it over. 4th and 4 near midfield. And they're going to go for it.
No, they're not. That was the first down opportunity right there thrown away.
They deked us just a little behind him. He had that pressure again.
On a slant route, far side. You got Dickman running a slant route, quick slant route. He was in front of the defender. They had him.
Used 75-yard punt return for a score earlier that really put the stamp on this game early. We're nearing the final minute of this 3rd stanza. 4th and 4. Owls up near midfield. Deep snap comes back. Bichetta's been the Owls' best player of the night. High end-over-end punt. Their catch called for at the 25. Jackson on that punt coverage. A punt of 34 yards. Keep it here. Last minute of this 3rd stanza. 1st and 10. U of H the 25.
Well, the defense likes to play football too. You know, so let's see if the defense can get a stop. I'm just wondering, you know, it's 26-0. And there's about 56 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. What? Well, will you see a cell phone?
Here's the shotgun snap. Smith takes it, fakes it, looks right side, throwing deep down towards shoulders at midfield. Fresh locks him up, incomplete near midfield. Right play call on 1st down, though. Shot Fresh, though, is Al's best cover corner. Had him locked up 2nd and 10, 25-yard line.
Surprised they waited to actually run this play. I thought they would have done it earlier. But they said, let's go ahead and stick the dagger in there.
Ty Morris checks in for Myra Morrison on the linebacking core. 2nd and 10. They're on 25-yard line. Donovan Smith, 11 of 17, 137 yards in a score. Out of the gun most of the night. The snap, handoff, running left is Sneed. Cuts back up the middle, 40. 1st down, 45. Here the interlocking U of H logo, and Fresh is there to corral him at the 46. 21 yards. Bam, he is quick as a hiccup.
Yeah, and sharp as a mannequin. But I tell you what, he is definitely running that football tonight. And he's, you know, once he hits the hole, again, this is the one. You got two backs that are change of pace backs. And also, not only that, they can change direction on you in a heartbeat. And Snead is one of them. You saw that just a moment ago.
Note on Snead, stats in a second. First down, last play this third quarter. Cougars up big. Snap, a handoff. Snead explodes behind the left guard. And Lewis there to hop on. Sanford's back. But Snead, 2 carries for 86 yards tonight. The other 4 combined 1 yard. As that ends.
That is the end of the third
quarter. A lot of the Cougars players holding that number 4 up in the air. Some of the Owls likewise. A lot of fans heading to the exit. 2nd and 7 coming up. 26-0 in favor of Houston. This is Rice football from Learfield.
You ready for the big game? Fuel up for game day at Salad and Go. Whether you're tailgating, playing in the game, or cheering from home, make sure you've got your game day greens. From fresh salads to hearty wraps and refreshing drinks, Salad and Go has what you need to fill up and feel great. Score big with game day greens from Salad and Go. It's just what you need to win the day. Find a drive-thru near you at saladandgo.com or order online at saladandgo.com.
North Star Pressure Washing is a full-service pressure washing company able to provide any type of exterior cleaning to your property, whether you're a small business looking to improve your appearance for your customers or you're a property owner looking to add curb appeal to your home. In addition to improving your property's appearance, our services will also protect your property from the damage mildew, algae, and other airborne contaminants can cause, thus extending the life of your home or property. Remember North Star Pressure Washing for all your pressure washing needs. Big or small, our company does it all.
Well, we wish we had better news for you, but it's all Cougars 26-0 over Rice as we begin this fourth quarter. That's Nate Griffin. I'm JP Heath. Appreciate Jordan Smith behind the scenes producing in the booth. Bob Schlanger on the stat board. Wish he had better news to give us. Walter Donaldson engineering and Jason Metco on the sideline. And appreciate Talik Pratt back at the studio for keeping us on air.
I had calls ready since Monday. I mean, I had things to say since Monday in this game. I can tell you we were definitely hoping for a better outcome up to this point. But right now, it's been all Cougars. So I have to hold those things for another time.
Yeah, if you're looking for a storyline, kind of ebb and flow, if you're in and out of this one, we appreciate every click counts that they kind of felt each other out the first few drives, but then they popped the big plays. 65-yard rushing score, Muse 75-yard punt to the house, and a 44-yard touchdown pass. And that set them up and then some. And they have put it on cruise control from them, and they got a pick. Ended up at the 1-yard line and punched in a score recently for their only score of the third quarter. But it's all U of H now as we look at the stats. 26-0. U of H has outgained Rice 314-81. And they've got 13 first downs. Rice has still not converted a third down conversion, 0 for 9. U of H 4 of 10. But they've averaged 6.4 yards per play. Rice just 2.3.
I mean, just
and on and on and on. Yeah.
Give me a sign of life here. That's really all I want. Just show me something. Show me something. And we haven't seen. Taj has been great. Taj has been great tonight. And we know zero.
Well, Smith, 11 of 17 passing, 137 yards starting this fourth. They only had to move about 6 feet from the 149-yard line to the other. Now the Cougars go to our right for this fourth quarter of action. Out of the shotgun, he's got Sanford by him. Here's the snap, play action. Smith standing tall, looking, throwing deep down the left side towards Muse. Incomplete near the 5. Gene back there. Pass coverage with Taylor. Bringing up a third down situation. They need 6 from their 49.
Well, that's what you do. Start a fourth quarter. You see if you can close it out. Go with a pass. A little tempo here, JP.
They're 4 of 10 on third downs. They actually need 7 here in the third down. Smith out of that shotgun. He claps. Nobody moves. Hanford the back. They pop up. They haven't done this a lot. They look to the right. Tight end Carr there. Big fella, slot right side. 4 wide receivers. Here's the snap. Hand off to Sanford. Dips to his left. Explodes the 50. Now it's territory the 45 and picks up the first down. Just enough getting to the 43 before Max Ahoya brings him down against the turf, but an 8-yard gain. Michael Daly assisted, but again, they have the big rushing plays at the right time, and they're going tempo.
Well, they're bringing the blitz, and when you do that, the run over.
First down at the 43, a snap and a handoff, and Sanford will find his way behind the right guard and push ahead. Blake Banish, former Needville Blue Jay, brings down Sanford. Give him a couple. 2nd down and 8 coming up at the 41.
See, the coaches are looking down at the substitutions, right? And they're trying to figure out, what do we do now? You know, what kind of a run defense do we come up with? What kind of a defense do we come up with? Do you send in a receiver? If you do that, now we got to change up our pass defense. So there's a whole lot going here, JP.
Wajuku checks in on the Owls defensive line. So do Alway and Morris in the linebacking core. Shotgun Smith. 2nd down and 8 at the Rice 41. Back to pass. Curls it deep down the right side. Man and man. And incomplete as Fresh knocks it away from Wilson. 3rd down and 8 coming up for U of H, the Rice 41.
Good play by Fresh. Sean Fresh. He relishes at the opportunities. They go at him. They run at him, they throw at him, but he really, that time, came up big time.
Owls haven't had to play a lot of nickel tonight because Houston hasn't really needed the 3rd down and long situations too much outside now, but Owls coaches told me in the offseason Fresh would be playing a lot more of that nickel because to get some looks on the big stage for next year. 3rd and 8, the 41 of Rice. Toss to the left side. Easy there. Sneed gets it, and he is pushed back. Ahoya, no flag on the play that I saw. Ahoya on that tackle. True freshman Levante Johnson in there in his first career tackle.
Dad played at LSU. Levante.
Punting team comes out. Yeah, met mom and dad there early in summer camp. 5-yard loss on that play.
Yep.
Yeah, Levante, the highest recruit signed in Rice rankings history. Thompson back at his own 8-yard line. Some confusion on the Rice defense. Stevenson late getting up, but he does. Here's Daugherty, left-footed Aussie kicker. Well, backspin punt coming up to Thompson in traffic. Makes the catch at the 9. And the Owls will have a long way to go. Love to put some points on that Rice side of the scoreboard. But we have a timeout on the field. 12:52 to go. All Cougars 26-0 over Rice. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Shoppers has the right John Deere equipment for you. If you're looking for a tractor, gator, or lawnmower, let the experts at Shoppers give you the right answers to your John Deere questions. Shoppers makes buying a piece of John Deere equipment easy with our online Build It, Price It, Own It tool. You can add attachments specific to your needs or check out our ready-to-go John Deere tractor packages. See all that Shoppers has to offer by Googling Shoppers at SHOPPAS. Shoppers, your John Deere tractor experts and proud sponsors of Rice Owl Athletics.
Owl fans know where to stay when they come to Houston. Courtyard by Marriott, Rice University is the preferred choice, whether cheering on Coach Bloomgren and the team or kicking off their Rice experience during O Week. Just minutes from Rice Village and only 3 miles to campus, we provide the right mix of convenience and accessibility. When you're hungry, stop by the bistro for either breakfast or evening options. Cheer for the Owls by raising a glass in the lounge and unwind with your favorite beverage. Call 713-661-5669 to make a reservation and be sure to ask for the Rice University rate. We look forward to welcoming you.
Let's take a look at some scores from across the conference and college football. Rice Owls here trailing the Houston Cougars by a 26-0 score. Down in Boca, 38-14, FAU leads FIU. Memphis, the big win at Florida State, 20-12. Sources tell me SMU goes to Florida State next week. Texas Tech blows out North Texas 66-21. Oklahoma State goes next door and wins at Chapman Stadium 45-10. Temple falls to Coastal Carolina 28-20. Oklahoma pulls away from Tulane late, 34-19. East Carolina falls to App State, 21-19. UAB held tight, but Arkansas won in the end, 37-27. South Florida has defeated Southern Miss 49-24. Charlotte squeaks one out against Gardner-Webb, 27-26, and Texas beats UTSA 56-7. Quinn Ewers went down in that game. Arch Manning throws for 223.
Need him.
SMU hosting Florida State next week.
They're going to need Quinn Ewers if they're going to make that national championship run.
Yeah, you see why they got him now, among other reasons. Here's Warner still out there. Atkins the back. Owls need a lot. It was a DeVilliers. It is Drew DeVilliers. Hands to Atkins. Nothing there up the middle. Bounces it around to the left side. And Taji is wrestled down wide at the 10. Did not, maybe half a yard. Second down and 9.
So Georgia now leads Kentucky 13-9 with 8:04 remaining in the game.
Thanks for that info. Houston 26 and Rice nothing here. Second down and 9. So DeVilliers had 1 rep in the first half after Warner stopped the game with what they thought was an injury timeout. So he came in and handed off, and it looks like he'll get the looks in the fourth quarter. Snap DeVilliers checks down here to Walker near way, the 14-yard line. He's wrestled around the waist and drugged down by Brandon Mack, an Ole Miss transfer, a 3-yard gain. Third down and 7. Mack's got that dog in him. He's a dog defensive end, they call him. Third down and 6 yards now. You got that dog in you, Nate? Used to.
Yeah, not anymore.
Used to.
I'm more like a puppy now.
Yeah, were you a big dog in school?
I was all right. I held my own.
26-0. Cerritos Hall of Fame at least, man.
Oh, no.
You're going to be inducted.
No.
Okay. Owls, 5 seconds, 4 seconds to snap it. DeVilliers, remember, he's a true freshman. Owls are 0-9 on third down. Snap, handoff Connors. Pokes it out to the left side, and sea of red around him. You bring him down to the 18-yard line. 3.5, 4 yards there. Keith Cooper, Tulane transfer. Dickinson Gator originally, and now special teams unit comes out there.
And the more I see the special teams unit go out with time running off the clock and no score,
Well, I mean, your hands are tied here. A 4th and 2 at your own 18.
Yeah.
Bichetta back to punt. He's had a busy right leg tonight. Deep snap coming back at the numbers. A high punt. Wobbling up in the air. Muse the fair catch at his 44-yard line. Squats down almost in a catcher's stance and makes that catch. They'll have the ball up near midfield. And 36-yard skyscraper there. First and 10, 10:31. So now does Donovan Smith stay out there? Or, yeah, he will.
That was my question
stay
earlier.
Out there.
Whether or not they would actually sub him. But they haven't decided to do that.
Willie Fritz, 32nd year overall in coaching, 247 career wins, number 5 on active coaches.
They're going to go deep on this first play here. If they do that, they score. I shouldn't be predicting anything like that. Then he comes out.
Aren't you predicting good things?
Yeah, that's not good.
Snap, Smith, handoff, and running up the middle, the big fella Burnett. Always slowed him down, but still moved upfield to the 47-yard line. Yeah, got 4 yards. Second down and 6. JoJo Jean helping out there. And I think Sean Fresh lost his helmet. This near sideline had to go all the way back to the other end. And they'll bring in a new corner. Fabian Marks. Get to see some corner
look
reps
at this.
here. Utah transfer, a native here in Houston. Almost at the 10-minute mark, 2nd and 6 play. Left to right, Cougars have led this one from the jump, 26-0. Back to pass Smith. Checks it down to the left. Turning it up his sneed, 45-50. Into Owls territory, Ahoya. Combining there with Blaze Tita. Right near the chains, just shy. It'll be third down and very short. Coach Bloomgren told me on the coaches show Monday night about Tita. He had that strong performance where he had a sack and a half and Guy that started his college career at Lamar, bet on himself, knew he wanted to play FBS, went to Kilgore, got his grades, and now he's here playing with his pants on fire. 3rd and 1, the 47 of Rice territory. Shotgun snap, Smith hands it underneath. Burnett, Sanford, Jenkins, Sneed, one of those 4 backs gets him down inside to the 45 and just enough to move those chains of the first down. It was Burnett.
Yeah, Blaze Tita was a heck of a player at A-Leaf Taylor. And I remember when he was in high school, I asked him, where are you going to go to school? He said, I'm going to sign at Lamar. I said, oh? I said, yeah. And here he is now at Rice. Pretty amazing.
So just enough for the first down. Joseph Mutombo checking in there at one defensive end. Daly on the other side. They brought the safety, Hook coming up close to the line to play the run. Burnett the back. A 1st and 10 play, the 46. Motion penalty, no. Timeout call.
Yeah.
This will be
before the snap. Charge timeout. Houston, their first of the half.
It's called clock management.
Or just not wanting a penalty management.
It will be 30 seconds.
Oh, here's a quick trivia question. I told you Willie Fritz ranks
Correction.
5th nationally among active FBS coaches, 208 wins. Among active, not all time, but active wins. Brian Kelly, number 1. Mac Brown, number 2. And who is the other one in the top 4? Ooh. So you've got Willie Fritz, Brian Kelly, Mac Brown. And who is the other active FBS coaches up there?
Active.
I'll tell you, he has 263 wins.
And he's active. Got me. I cannot, for the life of me, I cannot figure out who that is.
I bet Jordan, our in-the-booth producer, knows.
Oh, you did Keeler.
Casey Keeler.
Yeah, Casey Keeler, yeah. There's a hint right there.
Well, we do have a timeout on the field. I think that paid off. That's a trivia question.
Did that say, you know what, that trivia question was in there in that last week before last.
Take this timeout. Think of more trivia questions coming up next.
Make them easy.
This is Rice football from Learfield.
At True Anomaly Brewing, our greatest achievement lives in knowing that everything we've learned is yours to enjoy. While it may not be rocket science, we brew with the same detail and dedication learned while running mission operations for NASA. Taking risks is part of our DNA. We don't take them just to say we did, we take them because of the result. Bold brews we're proud to share with fellow adventure seekers. True Anomaly Brewing, beer for the explorers.
Attention thrill seekers and luxury enthusiasts. Ever wondered what it's like to command the road in a Porsche? Stop wondering and start driving. Right now at Porsche River Oaks, we are inviting you to take the driver's seat and feel the power of precision engineering with our exclusive test drives. Our knowledgeable team is ready to put you behind the wheel, allowing you to unleash the true potential of a Porsche. From the all-new designed 2014 Cayenne to the versatile Macan, discover the thrill of performance and luxury craftsmanship of Porsche. Schedule your test drive at Porsche River Oaks today. Exclusive benefits to students and alumni. Go Owls!
$26-0 Houston, 8:36 of this fourth quarter. Owls fans, you feeling thirsty? Well, look no further than True Anomaly, the official craft beer of Rice Athletics, located 2012 Dallas Street. True Anomaly, great selection year-round and seasonal beers, earning it the accomplishment of Texas Brewery of the Year 2023. True Anomaly, proud sponsor of Rice Athletics, and stay updated on everything happening around Rice Athletics. The South Main update that comes directly to your inbox. What I want you to do is sign up at riceowls.com. Jason Metco, I'm going to put you on the spot. One, we haven't heard from you in a while.
I'm still here.
Captain Obvious question of the century. The mood on the outside line, very sullen for quite a while now.
Yeah, very quiet. Not much discussion, not use of tablets, just sort of a surreal scene right now, fellas. Kind of feels like it did against Sam Houston, but against a rival for a trophy, it hits a little bit different. And, you know, we've been mentioning it most of the night, especially in that first half. It was the big plays for U of H, those 3 big plays, and the Rice offense just kind of looked like it was stuck in quicksand, JP.
Banish brings down Burnett after a run of 6 yards around the left end, the 40-yard line. Jonah Wilson, wide receiver in there far way. You got a couple receivers bunched off the right side of the line. Snap, play action, throwback, screen to the left side is very high and outside. So 3-0 pitch coming up. That was way high.
That was a throwaway ball. You saw that big DN coming.
3rd and 4 coming.
That's the only thing on play action. When you turn your back, somebody coming like a missile right at you.
Rice has not been shut out in almost 3 years. October 16th of 2021, Rice lost at UTSA 45-0. And here they trail U of H under the 8-minute mark with this 4th. Crowd has been thinning out for a while here. Police team
There's no foul for intentional grounding. 3rd down.
Oh, we didn't know there was a flag. Cougars 6 for 13 on their 3rd down tries. Wilson, the Decaney star, out wide to the left. Next to Johnson, who now goes in motion. Snaps Smith, hands to Burnett, plods his way right side, just churning off the yards. He needed 4, he got 3 3/4 there, around the 42.
He might have nicked up his ankle.
Hook, the tackle. I am surprised, to say the least, that Smith is still out there and Chris or Ale, one of the other quarterbacks, is not in.
I am too. But, you know, I still think one more score if they're able to score and he's out.
Shotgun. 4th down, very short, they're going for it. And he'll run it up the middle, 35, 1st down, 30, left to 20, the 10, the 5, the touchdown. 37 yards for Donovan Smith. And much has been the case the whole night. Cougars, another big play, 32-0, they lead.
Yeah, that's what they wanted. That right there, that's why he was in the game, because they wanted to give him an opportunity to score. And he did it. He's got some lift. He's got some speed. He's got some size. And he showed you all 3 in that one play. A little bit of a cut. And got an open field, and nobody was going to catch him. There was nobody there to even get a hand on him.
Deep snap, hold, and kick are all successful. We have time to cuss and discuss in a bit, but all Cougars 33-0. But Smith is, regardless of what he did tonight, a Big 12 quality quarterback. And he has put on a great demo reel here tonight. Thrown for $142 and ran for 2 scores.
No doubt about it.
7:10 to go. All Cougars 33-0. This is Rice football from Newfield.
You ready for the big game? Fuel up for game day at Salad and Go. Whether you're tailgating, playing in the game, or cheering from home, make sure you've got your game day greens. From fresh salads to hearty wraps and refreshing drinks, Salad and Go has what you need to fill up and feel great. Score big with game day greens from Salad and Go. It's just what you need to win the day. Find a drive-thru near you at saladandgo.com or order online at saladandgo.com.
Okay, I'm not usually one to exaggerate, but you need to drop everything and get to Kohl's because they have so many ways to save right now. I just shopped their customer appreciation event, and not only did I get great deals on a bunch of fall styles, I also got 30% off because I'm a Kohl's card holder. Or if you're a rewards member, you get 20% off. Even non-members can save with 15% off. Plus, you can earn Kohl's cash too. So what are you waiting for? Hurry to Kohl's and thank me later. Offers end September 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
7:10, 4th quarter. Donovan Smith, he's a dude, 37-yard touchdown rush, 7-play, 56-yard drive. 3 minutes and 21 seconds off that clock, 33-0. Well, next year will be the last scheduled game in the Bayou Bucket. Talked with Matthew Bartlett. I should probably promote it better during the heat of action, but Brother Bartlett and I on the Owls social media channels during the week, generally Wednesday. This week we'll be wrapping up a little this one, but looking ahead to the next opponent. But we talked about this series coming to an end, and I know why it came down later in the summer that it was not renewed. They had to reschedule a game. It's because of the Big 12 schedule model went to 9 games. The Big 12, aka the Big 16. This result notwithstanding, this rivalry shouldn't go away.
You say that it should go away?
Should not.
Yeah, I agree.
No, should not.
It should not. You have two in-city schools. Actually, you got Texas Southern on the other side. But as far as this rivalry is concerned, it should always be. And I can't think of another city that has the same kind of situation other than Los Angeles with USC and UCLA. You don't end a rivalry. That's not how you do it. How do you bring a city together? You bring the people who graduated from these schools who live in the city together on one playing field. They even come in from out of town for this game. So I think it's really a shame if it does end and never restarts again.
All right, Jack Martin tees it up. Jackson back at his own goal line. Owls in the road whites, Cougars cherry red tops and helmets and white pants. Last 7-10 of this one. Can the Owls muster something? Jackson deep into his right. Catches at the 4 in between the number and the sideline, back across in between the numbers and the hashes, and darts up to 25 past the 30. Good job. About a 30-yard return there. There's a Cougar a little late getting up special teams duty. Owls will have it. 7:03 to go at the 30. 27-yard return for Jackson.
So now, got a young man, DeVilliers, who's getting some reps at quarterback.
And DeVilliers, his third series, or third stretch. He had one play in the first half. And how's this? Dean Connors still in there as the running back. Go with the Owls starting running back. Twins to the left side, one of those Thompson. Devontae Johnson-McCray to the right side. Snap to Villiers, hand off to Connors, runs around the left end and breaking it wide to 30, up the sideline 35. And about 7 yards, 8 yards near away as A.J. Halsey from Marshall in town. 8-yard gain. He had 7 tackles last season across 288 at Rice. 8 yards, 2nd and 2.
Got that stretch play working, and that was a good seal by the receiver on the outside there. But, man, again, U of H plays so fast laterally, it's hard to be able to turn it up and hit the edge, or hit the edge and turn it up.
Devontae Johnson-McCray moving near side now. Dickman goes in motion. The snap, hand on a draw to Connors, nothing to the right. He is brought down by Latravion McCutcheon. Gotta be Ken to Latrell McCutcheon, who was ejected in the first half. 3rd down and 6, 34.
Yeah, those 2-4 plays, they're not working. 2-hole, 4-hole plays, they're not working with this defense. They know how to plug them up.
Braylon Walker near way. Sykes still in the game. He comes back into the right side. 10 to snap it to Villiers. 1-on-1 passing for 3 yards. See if he airs it out here. Now the shotgun. Former Plano East start. The knee brace on his left knee. Looks left, throws left. Caught on the run. Campbell up to the 40. Keeps his legs moving. First down. At the numbers.
First third down
Owls'
conversion.
first third down conversion of the ball game after going unsuccessful in their first 10, and they got 10 yards. First down Rice.
And you throw your hands up in the air, and finally you got something working. So, for a change.
Walker to the right alongside Campbell. Villiers and the troops. First and 10, the 44. Troops right. Snap to Villiers. Looking left all the way. Checks it down. Bobbled incomplete. 46-yard line. Dean had his eyes a little bit upfield. I think he was expecting the changeup. He got the four-seam fastball there. The baseball folks out there. 2nd and 10 to 44. Connors checks out. U of H will go to 34-12 in the series, and this will be the Owls' 8th straight loss at U of H.
How many shutouts?
We'll get our crack research staff on that. Jackson in the game at back. DeVilliers comes back, hums it to the left side, threads the needle to Campbell in midfield, and the Cougars' 49-yard line. He got 7 yards.
Good catch by Colby. He had a defender in front of him that can be very distracting. Got to be able to keep your eyes on the ball. So on that comeback route, little stick route really, that he ran, and he was able to make the catch. Near side here.
3rd down and 3, the 49-yard line. Have a late sub on defense coming in. It's Garfield Lawrence. He's asking his buddy next to, hey, what are we running here? All right, the tackle the guy out the football. 4:10 to go, 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Villiers. Hands to Jackson. A big hole right side. Cuts to the middle. Steps on a dime. Spins the 35. And now to the 34-yard line. Nice 22-yard spinning run by Quentin Jackson. A career-long rush for him. Actually had a 29-yarder against TSU. So second longest of the season.
Had been able to come out of that spin with that right foot. Landed on the ground, planted and go. That'd have been nice.
5'7", all of $160 on the Town of the Cow, Fort Worth, North Crowley product.
Town of the Cow.
That's what they call it. 1st and 10 at the 34. Cowtown, USA, back to pass. Rolling to his left to Villiers on the trot near the sideline, and waltzes out of bounds. In front of an oncoming Cougar, Mr. Tegan Wilp from Burwich, Pennsylvania. I've never been there. I'm sure it's nice. Got a couple on the play. 2nd down and 8.
De Villiers is building a tape right here. And that was a nice move to be able to get away from the defender and get out of bounds without having to take a lick.
Maharo tight end. Hand down right side. Thompson right, Sykes left. 2nd down and 8 to 32. Shotgun snap, handoff Jackson. Runs his way around the right end. Quinn runs to the 30. Tossed out of bounds. A bag of groceries there. 27. 5-yard gain on that play. You think you'd be more careful with a bag of groceries. 3rd down and 3.
Well, you're running with a little bit of reckless abandon, you know, when you are a running back running against this kind of a defense. No regard for your body at all.
All right, Giovanni Johnson-McCray near way. Campbell pointing out that extra defensive back creeping up. 2:17 to go. Owls 3rd and 2 at the Cougars 26. Down big, 33 zip. Back to pass to Villiers. Looks left, throws left on a slant. Incomplete to Giovanni Johnson-McCray. Had Jalen Emery covering him. 4th down and 3. And imagine the Owls would go for it here.
Well, Giovanni came here at quarterback. Had so much promise. And remember, they beat Marshall when Marshall was ranked number 15, I believe, in the nation, with Giovanni Johnson as the quarterback and transition to wide receiver. He's 6'3", to about 210, and he's got it all.
Here you go, Sykes near way. 4th and 2 to 26. Walker in motion right side. Low shotgun snap to Villiers. Looks left, throws to right. Caught by Francisco. 1st down up the sideline. Inside the 15. Down to the 12. 15 yards, I'll give it to him. Zykeus Strong from Birmingham, Alabama, the Magic City, and Hutch Community College. 1st down, Rice trying
This is the 2-minute timeout.
Get into that end zone for the first time. 2-minute timeout, we'll break it as well. 1st and 10 for Rice at the 12. 33-0 Cougars. This is Rice football from Learfield.
At Shoppers, we get all kinds of John Deere tractor questions, like what horsepower tractor do I need? Do I need a 4-wheel or 2-wheel drive? What kind of attachments do I need for my John Deere tractor? The Shoppers tractor experts have the answers to all those questions, or you can go online and create your own John Deere tractor with our Build It, Price It, Own It tool. It will give you costs along with finance options. You can see all our specials by Googling Shoppers at SHOPPAS. Shoppers, your John Deere tractor experts and proud sponsor of Rice Owl Athletics.
Cancer is never just cancer. It affects your entire body. At Houston Methodist Neal Cancer Center, we have the expertise to treat all of you. Leading oncologists use the latest technology, research, and treatments to stop your cancer, while specialists minimize its effects on major organs. There's a better approach to cancer care that heals all of you. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
33-0 Houston trying to pitch the shutout. Here at the 2-minute timeout, what is Rice trying to prevent? And Houston's trying to pitch the 4th shutout in the series. Mentioned that first ever game at Rice Stadium they won, ranked number 19, Bill Yeoman and company. 1979 at Rice, Houston shutout. Rice 63-0. They're ranked number 10. And 1989, they shut out Rice 64-0. They're ranked number 13. Was that after? You've told me this story, Bob. Was that when they presented Andre Ware at the Heisman Trophy at Rice Stadium?
I was there. I covered that game in 1989.
Well, I'm not too surprised. You've been around forever today.
That's right. I've been around since Moses was, they parted the Red Sea.
Was a minnow, yeah.
Yeah. Come on now.
No, wait. Moses was a freshman. Moby Dick was a minnow.
Moses was a freshman at Bethlehem University. Okay?
I got you.
Yeah.
Roger that. Well, even 2 minutes to go. Extended break here. Talk more about the Owls' next opponent, but Jeff Monken still doing great things, taking on Army next week. Yeah, Mikey Stadium, just off the banks of the Hudson. Decisions will be made during the week. No Fun Heath has a vote here. See if there's
just want to have more fun.
Well, okay, we'll talk about the matters at hand here. Early kick next week at noon kickoff. Francisco in there next to DeVilliers. Might be changing a route or two. Fluttering his hands to the two receivers. Snap hand to Francisco around left in, and he will plug his way, turns his way inside the 5. He's got that lean, that mechanical engineering graduation equation in there for 8 yards. 2nd down and 2 inside the 5.
Yeah, I guess now you're playing for pride. We don't want you to shut us out. We got the L, but we don't want you to shut us out, so here we are. This is a tough one for the Rice Owls.
Sykes comes back in. Not too many plays left. 1:25 left. 2nd and 2 at the 4.
Shift.
And they're going to change the play. DeVilliers comes up under center. I formation behind him. Receiver left, Sykes. Snap, give to Connors, acting as the fullback. Turns towards the goal line. Turns the legs. Crosses the double white stripe for a touchdown. 4 yards out. Fly Owls by. And they prevent the Cougars from the shutout for what it's worth. .108 to go in this ball game. Connors has been a touchdown machine this year. His 5th touchdown of the young season already. Been tough treading tonight for anybody for Rice, but he's 11-32 yards. The Owls leading rusher. Goda coming on his first chance as a PAT after matching a school record, 8 for 8 last week. Boots it up and through. 33-7. 12 plays, 70 yards on that drive, taking 5:56 off the clock. That's a old Texas high school football play. You got that little sniffer back there and just a quick counter turn and hand it in, and the back. Connors did the dirty work there, turning those legs. Owls had not converted a 3rd down the whole game and converted 2 on that drive. And then, of course, that 4th down conversion as well. Well, Amory Bank postgame show will not exactly have happy campers in the Owls locker room, but Jason Metco will be brave and head down there. We'll try to get an interview or two. 1:08 to go. Cougars will have the ball back. Why are you so quiet over there? It's a talking business.
Yeah, I'm looking at some stats here, and
you don't have to wear a red shirt this week, do you?
I do.
Oh, Nate.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, our morning anchor, Denise Middleton, she's going to have a little bit to say this week.
Muse, the kick return well over his head on the kick from Goda. So they will bring it out.
Number 86 for Houston is now wearing 73. 86 is now wearing 73.
A big fella. So I'm looking down there, Nate. A lot of the Owls starters out there on that defense. A message being sent for these guys.
Stay out there. You did this. So, well, look, it could be a reward also.
Play to the end.
That's right. Play to the end. we started with you, we're going to end with you. And I totally understand that.
Well, here is Zion Chris from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the Red Stick. Louisiana Raging Cajun transfer, had 2 seasons at ULL. About 1,500 yards passing total. Takes a shotgun snap and a handoff the right end, and big old Blake Danish stands up the back, and he is shoved back. That's Sherman Smith. By my count, the 5th different running back that's come in there. Now, DJ Butler, the potential 6th different ball carrier, comes in.
Many years ago, many years ago, there was a receiver here by the name of Sherman Smith. Played with Andre Ware.
Running out to the near way, Ganji, the reserve wideouts. Another receiver to the left. 28 seconds left, probably their final play. Shotgun snap, handoff right side, nothing there to right for Butler. Turns his way around the left end, across the 25, and now the 29-yard line. That does it. Davion hooked that tackle well. The bucket is going to stay here on the premises. And the Cougars dominated offensively, defensively, special teams, and earned this win 33-7.
Yeah, they did. I'm totally surprised by the fact that the Rice Owls could only muster 7 points. But you got to give it up to the Cougars. They played extremely well. And you can see their team started to come into full focus here, especially as a Big 12 football team. Did a nice job, Coach. And tell you what, Willie Fritz, he's going to have a lot of success here, especially after tonight. Sometimes, JP, you just need to get that one good win under your belt. And I think Oklahoma last week was in partiality a win, and tonight was definitely a win.
It's their 8th straight win at home against Rice. And it's their 8th win in the last 9 matchups for the Bucket. U of H has really controlled the series. We'll get a word from Coach Bloomgren here in a moment with Jason Metco. Houston 33 and Rice 7. And Houston had a 5-game losing streak going back to last season, and that is snapped here. Jason Metco with Coach Bloomgren.
Teachable moments. What teachable moments can you glimmer from this one here tonight, Coach?
I think there's a few. I think, number one, we've got to be assignment sound, and we've got to do our job. And, whether that's as simple as an alignment or just where we're supposed to be leverage-wise, because those things hurt us tonight. Those big plays hurt us. The other thing we have to be able to do is execute when our number's called. And so there's so many examples of that. But the other thing that we've got to figure out is why, when something goes wrong, which it's going to do in football, we let it steamroll us instead of being able to respond the right way. And so, again, those are all things that we've got to look at. We've got a lot of football ahead of us, including starting conference play next week. So we've got to learn from these mistakes, and we've got to go forward.
Saw the defense finish up. Was there a message in that?
Yeah, those guys, I think they're playing hard. Everybody's playing hard. That's what I appreciate. I appreciate their effort, but we got to play better. And, again, that's individually and collectively.
JP, back to you.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Coach. Cougars win 33-7. Rice drops to 1-2. Houston now 1-2 on the season. Lots to discuss here in our post-game festivities, brought to you by Amerant Bank. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Okay, I'm not usually one to exaggerate, but you need to drop everything and get to Kohl's because they have so many ways to save right now. I just shopped their customer appreciation event, and not only did I get great deals on a bunch of fall styles, I also got 30% off because I'm a Kohl's card holder. Or if you're a rewards member, you get 20% off. Even non-members can save with 15% off. Plus, you can earn Kohl's cash too. So what are you waiting for? Hurry to Kohl's and thank me later. Offers end September 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
At True Anomaly Brewing, our greatest achievement lives in knowing that everything we've learned is yours to enjoy. While it may not be rocket science, we brew with the same detail and dedication learned while running mission operations for NASA. Taking risks is part of our DNA. We don't take them just to say we did, we take them because of the result. Bold brews we're proud to share with fellow adventure seekers. True Anomaly Brewing, beer for the explorers.
Attention thrill seekers and luxury enthusiasts. Ever wondered what it's like to command the road in a Porsche? Stop wondering and start driving. Right now at Porsche River Oaks, we are inviting you to take the driver's seat and feel the power of precision engineering with our exclusive test drives. Our knowledgeable team is ready to put you behind the wheel, allowing you to unleash the true potential of a Porsche. From the all-new design 2014 Cayenne to the versatile Macan, discover the thrill of performance and luxury craftsmanship of Porsche. Schedule your test drive at Porsche River Oaks today. Exclusive benefits to students and alumni. Go Owls!
North Star Pressure Washing is a full-service pressure washing company able to provide any type of exterior cleaning to your property, whether you're a small business looking to improve your appearance for your customers or you're a property owner looking to add curb appeal to your home. In addition to improving your property's appearance, our services will also protect your property from the damage, mildew, algae, and other airborne
Learfield. Welcome to the Amaranth Bank postgame show.